Well, there's a lot of you here. I think I'll just start. I just saw the tubes of the Utes in the chat over there. On the Twitch side. I see we have Twitch side, YouTube side, and they're warring over here. It's very funny to me. Oh no, YouTube is covering my, my now playing button a bit. I'm still kind of working on this. I am such a good streamer, everybody. I'm the best in the entire world. I always do everything correctly. Describe Lily in one word, pretentious? I might have trouble keeping up with the chat because I'm just bad like that. Okay, I'd actually have to go into stream elements to fix this, I think, which is good because I need to test something else. So, like, no pressure, guys, but I can get super chats now. So, for the super chats on YouTube, it's only YouTube, I'm not monetized on Twitch. I did set up a super chat alert, but I have to see if it works, so we're gonna test that right now.
Test bot send $5 super
Okay,
test funding size nonsense system.
Yes, well, sorry about that, because I have the browser open too. Let me see if I can fix YouTube chat while I'm in here. Updated because I saved it. Oh god, it erased everything. No, still gotta go up a little higher. It's gonna drive me crazy unless I fix this. Y'all gonna have to wait while I fuck with my overlay. So anyway, yes, now you can send me a super chat and it'll read it in a funny voice. Because I think that's funny. So you get a little something in return, I guess. Alright, let me get the fuck out of stream elements. Because there was something else I wanted to bring up first. So, like a day ago? Was it even just a day ago? A lot has been going on this week. My brother's in town. I hit a pothole on my way home yesterday. And my tire got shredded, so that's fun. I'm dealing with that. So I've been making phone calls and going places and dealing with things. So, I think it was a day ago. I don't know what is time? What is time? No, they're back, and their chat is, well, it's still kind of going off the screen a little bit, but I'll have to fix that another time. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Right, so like a day ago, I put up that community post about how my video was closing in on Lily's view count. And then I said, well, you know what, before I go on stream and laugh about that, I should check what the view count is. And Jesus fucking Christ, you guys. It's already, like, blown completely past it. Yeah, this is my 15 minutes of fame. I have no delusion that I'm going to become a famous YouTube essayist, because that's just not my style. That's why I keep shouting out other people who are better at it than me. But, excuse me. But yeah, this is quite funny. I mean, I expected it to kind of make a splash, but not like fucking this, honestly. I mean, I know I'm good at SEO and keeping things going on the internet, and I never let a running gag die, ever. But yeah, it's insane that it is. And that was funny though, the one person was like, you're making all this money you don't deserve off mocking Lily Orchid. I'm like, the video can't even be monetized. Like, I knew that when I made it. You know, there was no way it was gonna be monetized, because I show scenes from the movie too long to make my point that Lily is fucking lying about it, which is more important. God damn it. 5-hour video essay about pool hopping. If I can make Lily Orchid watch pool hopping the way Lily Orchid only did that video 2 months ago to get back at hip, that would be hysterical. That would be the peak of the zenith of this whole thing that I have done. Honestly, I just wanted to react to the videos on stream, and then I did the Utena cut, because I was, like, impressed by my own recall on Utena, because I haven't even watched it in full in, like, over a decade, and I'm, like, still like, oh yeah, I can still say all this shit about it. So I was like, oh, I'll make that a video. And then after that, I reacted to Lily's video on the movie on my next stream, and I was like, Yeah, maybe I need to make a Steven Universe one too. That might be fun. And considering the attention the Utena video got, I was like, well, this one might get more attention. But again, I was not expecting this level of attention. Which, yeah, I'm kind of, you know, banking off of it now because I'm monetized, and I'm like, well, I better use my YouTube channel now, so obviously I will. And I guess I'll do more reacts in the future because people seem to like that. So, hey. As you can hear, though, my voice is still a little shot today. I have been coughing more now than when I had COVID. Driving me crazy. So you might hear me cough a little bit still. Hopefully my mic levels are okay, though. I did put filters on it before, because I know I'm fucking loud. I've also pared down my, I'll actually move Distractovision back over. That's right, I had moved it over and made it a little larger. I was reacting to Lily, but I don't think it's that big. Anyway, right up there, out of the frame. That's funny. Anyway. I want you guys to see the music I was playing, because I had to pare down my music list, because YouTube doesn't like a lot of my music, even though I try to have, like, a lot of indie people and people who aren't on big record labels. So what we're listening to now is, an original album by the Nemo's Dreamscapes guy, who, if you've never heard of him, he does a lot of those videos that are like, oldies are playing in another room while it's raining out and you're asleep, and, you know, atmospheric long listens like that. And I think his stuff is really cool, and then he released an original album, so I went and bought it, and now I play it on my stream, and I encourage you to buy it as well. So, we have mostly, like, super indie music now, because YouTube hates me. They have a music license, but they don't let you license anything good. So, I'm gonna at least try to play music I like still, in defiance. So, wait. I know! It's really funny, the number of people that watched the video and went, wait a minute! You're the Switcheroo lady? Like, yeah. Guilty. I am much more of a hostile gremlin than you might expect, from my content. But that's okay. I missed out on all the news. Did I? Oh god, I'm trying to keep up with everybody. I'm sorry. I haven't even started drawing yet. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out, the page a bit here. Like, I want Jasper to, like, kind of jump up backwards onto that cliff, and I'm trying to figure out how to make that motion clear. I went and colored these two panels just because I felt like it. Because whenever has my work, flow made any goddamn sense, ever. I thrive on chaos. Oh, didn't Tara Strong get herself in trouble with AI after getting herself in trouble with opinions on world conflicts? The scope of this stream is not equipped to get into. So, I'm feeling a lot better. I just, excuse me, as you can hear, I keep coughing because I still have like a tiny little bit of mucus, like, stuck, like, right at the tip of my lungs, and it's driving me nuts. I'll probably take some more Mucinex tonight to try to, like, just completely clear my freaking chest out. Of course, I've been smoking weed, too, so I'm probably not helping my situation. When do I ever make sense, either? Dave Crystal Gem Spinel, well, thank you. I had an old ask that I kind of stumbled across again the other day, where someone was like, I hate Steven Universe, but I love your Steven Universe comics. I was like, well, okay, we're taken on, but, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna downplay what a freaking, you know, phenomenal voice actor Tara Strong is. That just because she's doing a lot of things people do not like. And I've mentioned this before on my streams, and I will mention it again. Well, wait, hi Avery. I forgot to greet you. Avery's in the White Diamond Steven server. I'm getting distracted. What was I saying? No, yeah, she's a phenomenal voice actor, but yeah, the whole like people get pissy about AI, and I'm pretty central on on AI, to be honest. I have my reasons. But that picture she was like saying, "Oh, this is super cute," was like ugly as shit. I mean, did it even look good? Can you read the comic? You can read it on my Tumblr. You could read it on my Tapas. Tapas is probably the best place right now. I have on the Tapas, I have, like, all the mainline comics. The Switcheroo isn't really written in any kind of particular order. It's more like scenes and drabbles, because I would get really bored otherwise if I just tried to rewrite the entire show. So you kind of have to, like, just assume if I don't show it, it happened the same way, basically. So it does require knowledge of the show to follow sometimes. Yeah, I have Freak Fox. I used to do, like, little sketches in between more often. I've been doing other work, and, you know, sometimes it can get a little chaotic behind the scenes. And I was working a lot at my day job last year, so that ate up a lot of my energy, unfortunately. But yeah, oh god, yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Jay Faz, however you pronounce it, I never pronounced the name correctly. Anyway, yeah, she's a terrible Harley Quinn. She's a terrible, terrible Harley Quinn. It was very jarring when I first heard her in Arkham City. And I was like, oh no, that is just not even, like, correct. It's not what Harley should sound like. That's the thing people don't understand, too, sometimes, is Harley isn't dumb. She acts dumb, but she's not dumb. She was a fucking clinical psychiatrist. She's not dumb! It didn't help that fucking Arkham Asylum dressed her like a fucking nurse juggalo. Like, oh yeah, Harley used to work at Arkham, what can we dress her as? A nurse. Like, she was a fucking, like, doctor! She had a PhD! It is pretty dumb to fall in love with the Joker, but yeah. Well, I think it's like the Lazarus pits under Gotham make everybody crazy anyway, don't they? Like, it's like the pools of blood under Kirkwall in Dragon Age, and no one is gonna understand that reference but me, because Dragon Age is kind of dead now. Yeah, see, the Lily stuff has been a very good, promotion for my fucking comics. Somebody commented that today, they're like, this is the most sneaky, like, AU advertisement I've ever seen. I'm like, yeah, well, Loki, yeah. I did keep my little plug in there, because, you know, I'm me. I'm always up for a little shameless self-promotion. You guys want me to talk about Verbalaise, though. Oh, yeah, I know. She passed away, too, didn't she? Arlene Sorkin, the OG, Harley voice. And, I mean, honestly, she was basically the original Harley Quinn, because Harley Quinn was invented in the Batman animated series. She was never in the comics before that. Started getting comics afterward, but she was invented in the cartoon. So was, Mr. Freeze's backstory, come to think of it. Him, you know, with the wife and everything. Because before that, he was just an ice-themed, like, bank robber, I think. before the fucking Batman cartoon. So, yeah, Harley gets super misunderstood. It drives me crazy. Commissioning VAs? Well, I mean, Cougar has expressed interest in dubbing Switcheroo. And he has expressed interest in letting me dub Jasper if we dub Switcheroo, which I think you would all agree I should do. Everyone thinks my Jasper impression is really good. So, my voice is still, hoarse, though, so I ain't gonna try it again yet, but, I don't know, Werewolf Hours. I told myself I was not worried about Dragon Age as long as Mary Kirby was at the company, and then they fucking fired Mary Kirby, and that was my last shred of hope for the series coming back and being good. So, I will play Dreadwolf. I have a lot of trepidation about it, though. But for those of you who don't know, fucking Dragon Age is my other big fandom. I could go on about Dragon Age lore as much as I can about Steven Universe lore. Probably even more. Yeah, but if Cougar does eventually do Switcheroo, I will probably play Jasper, which would be funny. But, you know, Steven Universe isn't hot right now, so we kind of have to... Cougar used to do Steven voices, too. So, he would love to do it, but again, you kind of have to go with the algorithm, you know? It's how you make money, unfortunately. Capitalism. So, 3 laws of magic and Dragon Age. And I don't think Harley's a lesbian now, she's just bisexual, right? I mean, she likes both, which is fine, but I think Poison Ivy is one now. What are my comments saying? Probably people just complaining. Yeah, Cougar was also dubbing, Gone Wrong back in the day, but unfortunately, I don't think Spud is gonna continue that. Unless she gets revitalized by all the Steven Universe talk. You know, I don't feel like sketching right now, so I think I'll ink, because these two sketches that I have here are pretty much done. I feel like that's easy for me to do and talk at the same time. I just got my line color. And I don't care if her sword grip is, like, slightly wrong. It's fine. I have to stop being a perfectionist. The art is what it is. It's fine. I do like the effects I did on Jasper's helmet disappearing, though. I had fun with that. I have all these glitchy brushes that I either downloaded or bought. I can't remember if they were paid ones. Everyone's always like, what are your brushes? And I'm like, oh god, I get so much shit from the asset store, I can't even keep track of it. But there's this whole, like, glitch set that's, like, super cool. I don't know why it's taking so long to populate, but it's there. I have so many goddamn brushes from the asset store. Like, people make better brushes for Clip Studio than are the, official ones. I hardly use any official ones. Except the turnip pen over here I got. I reorganized all my tools a while back to make myself, a little more organized. I remember the name, but they dubbed a comic where Shattered Pearl was Steven was shattered. I think it's Steven Shattered Pearl. I was like, wait, why? Wait a minute. That's a little hardcore. You're not my time. It's like, you're not my time until you murder me. My best friend likes to say murder as like a funny thing she says, so I picked that up from her. Anyway, we need to talk about this $50,000 commission, because this situation is extremely hilarious to me. It's because there's like this guy just did this to himself. Like, from every angle, he just did this to himself. So we're allowed to laugh at him. So I wanna Here, let me try to clear my voice, because this could be a good stream clip. Great. I'm a shark now. I haven't watched Fiona and Cake, but I have had Fiona and Cake cried about to me by Emosite CC, so I know the gist, at least, because she was Simon crying to me for like a month. And now she's Ghost and Molly McGee crying to me. So no, a minor didn't. Okay, so Twitter lied. Big surprise. So the rumor that a minor animated it, I think, is false. Somebody just made that up. Also, I don't think a 15-year-old could, like, handle a production this vast. So it was a team, apparently. It might have been like an indie animation studio or something kind of low rent, because yeah, they did trace a lot. And, like, you know what? Hey, you know what? Get that cheddar from some cringe jackass who wanted a self-insert, like, weird fantasy about Charlie Has-Been Hotel. Yeah, right? There's so much else I would spend $50K on than this. And also self-shipping is a little cringe. Like, if you do it, I'm not gonna judge you too hard, but it's a little cringe. Alright, so when I first saw the clips from this, I said, oh, gee, somebody's private, like, porn, commission must have gotten leaked. Because I had never heard of Verbalaze. I think maybe or Verbalaze. Is that how you pronounce it? Verbalaze. I never fucking heard of this guy. I don't know how. He's got, like, millions of subscribers and gets millions of views, per fucking video. You look at the comic I'm making. I know I'm cringe, but I'm not this cringe. You know, it's like anime fans making fun of anime fans. Like, I make fun of people that are more cringe than I am. Anyway, Charlie's not a lesbian. Charlie's bisexual. Vaggy's a lesbian. So we got another bi-lesbian, pairing there. I don't think it matters much, though, because they seem like they're just gonna be, like, a couple who's, like, together forever, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But, Yeah, whatever. That's not like a problem. It's not like, oh, he made this lesbian character straight. That's not a problem. It wasn't animated by a 15-year-old. So I might have to turn the music down a little bit. I know I have it ducking, but I'm bad at sound engineering, as we all know. Just tell me if anything's too loud or too quiet. Anyway. Yeah, I know Vaggie sounded way too close to the world. Like, these are all characters Vivzipop fucking invented when she was, like a teenager. So, that's also a little cringe. Oh god, where did YouTube chat go? I minimized it by accident. There you go. Yeah, see, I never saw any of his fucking videos before this. They were just completely out of my orbit somehow. So I never fucking heard of this guy. And honestly, I don't think he's a very good beatboxer, so I probably would never have watched him anyway. Gonna put that out there. Gotta stop. So, I said, oh, somebody's porn commission got leaked. And then, I found out it was, like, his YouTube Sona in the video. And I was like, somebody actually, like, commission, like, a porn animation of their Sona and fucking Has-Been Hotel Charlie? Like, really? That's pretty cringe. And then I found out it's a whole music video. It's like a 3-minute long video. And he uploaded it to his YouTube channel. And at first I was like, did he realize he needed to recoup the loss of like the $50,000 fucking dollars he spent on this? But no! Apparently it wasn't supposed to be public. But why did you upload it though? Oh yeah, you're getting cut off a little bit, aren't you, YouTube chat? It's a little hard to figure out how to place my fucking Distracto-Vision here. Now let's move it. We'll do this, I guess, but it's hiding mostly what I'm working on, which is also what you're supposed to be here for, but I'm trying to balance being an art streamer and a React streamer, and it's not going very well. There we go. I'll work at the top of the page so you can fucking see what I'm doing. Anyway, I keep getting distracted, as usual. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I just go on long tangents. I sound a lot smarter in the video because I cut out so much of my own bullshit. Yeah, he uploaded it to his YouTube channel. And I don't know why, because either it was supposed to be on a different channel or it wasn't supposed to be uploaded at all. And there's a lot of mixed, stuff going around still. Nobody knows the exact truth yet. But either way, he took it down and it was very embarrassing for him. But then, when I was looking at the video, I'm like, and looking at what he does, and looking at how he dresses, I was like, okay, so this guy's like, probably like in his mid-20s, or early 20s, right? This dude is my age. This dude is fucking 40. So I infinitely more do not feel bad making fun of him. Like, look, listen. I know I draw gay space rocks. I know I draw Spinel and Jasper kissing. But, bruh. Come on now. This is, and you spent $50K on it? That's a down payment on a house. You could buy a fucking car for that much. What are you doing? Apparently he regularly like spends like $20,000 to $30,000 per animated YouTube episode that he does. So I guess he recoups that with the ad revenue. Speaking of, you guys might see ads today. I'm experimenting with this. Sorry if it annoys you. But yeah. Oh, that's right. Maddox is having fucking drama still too. I don't think any of these kids know who the fuck Maddox is though. Yeah, 40 years old, and he paid $50K for a video of Charlie chasing down his Sona and tying him to a bed and seducing him. So I'm calling it seducing, but it does sure look a lot like something else. But also he's blushing the whole time. Yeah, I'm also 40, yeah. Guess what? Old people are allowed to be on the internet. We were here first. Get off my fucking lawn! Anyway. Yeah, I love how Maddox was like the internet badass back in like 2001. Shit! I didn't make this a vector layer. No, I'm starting over. I'm not making any progress. Also, you're getting Hawaii Part 2 because I have to play music that won't get fucking copyrighted. So enjoy that. And there was a saxophone chihuahua. I understand. I don't understand your Zoomer humor. Oh god, I'm getting old. Could I be out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong. Anyway. Yeah, so I know he's... Anyway. I played the SU games? Yes, I played the third one, because I wanted to see what Pyrope was like. I scrubbed through the whole game to see what Pyrope was like, because I drew a shit post about her. And then I decided to play it, and it was fun! It reminds me a lot of Mario RPG, actually, and now Mario RPG has a remake, so if you like the Save the Late games, go fucking play Mario RPG, because you will enjoy it. I am young at heart, I guess. I am aware of Skibbity Toilet. I do not understand Skibbity Toilet. I think I am finally far too old to understand shit like Skibbity Toilet. Okay? Okay? Well, I said on another stream, like, look, the best thing about getting old is you stop giving a fuck. So I think Verbal A should have given a little more of a fuck. Like, he had so many opportunities in this process to realize that this was a terrible fucking idea. And yeah, my buddy, the Dan Man, introduced me to Hawaii Part 2. He caught me before I, like, knew it was a meme. And he just said, hey, tell me your opinion on this album, just, like, out of nowhere. And I, like, loved it instantly. And then he told me it had gotten popular out of nowhere again. So... I got a little obsessed with Hawaii Part 2 for a bit, yeah. I like it a lot. I did a recording with him of us two talking about the album. We were both a little high. I don't know if he's gonna do anything with that audio, but if he does, I will definitely shout it out in my community notes. I'm only 25 and I feel like you're 55, yeah, right? I'm 40 and I feel like I'm, like, still 23, I don't know, okay. Oh yeah, people were talking about wanting to see Pearl, so I did get a, I know it's blocking the art. Actually, yeah, let's play the video first, and then I'll go into that shit. I'm gonna play it muted, because this guy is, like, copyright striking fucking everybody. So, we can... No, I said muted thing. Okay, here we go. We'll watch it silent, and I will narrate. So she's singing some pop song. I haven't listened to much Tally Hall yet, but I would like to. And then Verbal Ace is here in his bed, and he gets kidnapped, I guess. He's like, whoa, what's happening? And he's at the Has-Been Hotel. It's just like in the pilot, because they were doing this for like 3 years, and she's like going like super fucking yandere for him for some reason. Like super down bad yandere, which I guess is his thing, which just seems like really out of character for Charlie, so I mean... Look, it's her pilot design, so you know they started this years ago. And like I was thinking, is he uploading it because Has-Been Hotel just came out to like for popularity? But no, this was supposed to be like a private commission, I guess. This wasn't even for his channel. I don't understand this man. I guess the song is copyrighted, Roger, and he must have licensed it, so I can't play the song. And he could copyright strike me for it. What is she even doing to him? Is that Charlie power? I'm not as familiar with Has-Been as I am with Hell of a Boss, so... Yeah, right. I will answer questions after we make fun of, making fun of this. Yeah, but, I mean, is she a succubus? I mean, Charlie's like a Disney princess in hell. That's the joke. You know, that's the whole fucking joke of her character. She's a Disney princess in hell. And, you know, this whole time he's like, oh no, I totally hate this blush. You know, like, this is a fetish. Well, definitely this part's a fetish. Jesus Christ. Like, bro, just showing your entire fucking ass to YouTube right here. You know? I'm so glad Sharkman and other people who've seen my NSFW aren't here right now. I think I might, maybe if I make a VOD of this, I might censor this part, but, like, yeah, it is pretty fucking cringe, ain't it? And then, so, like, though, if he wasn't gonna upload this on YouTube, why is the smiley face censoring it? Like, if that wasn't the intention. Like, unless, like, can he only get off on censored porn? I mean, everything about this confuses me! Should be uncomfortable. This is cringe as shit. And she crawls on top of him. And he's like, oh no, oh, okay, yeah, okay. I totally, yeah, I was running away, but yeah, I totally. Yeah, okay. Oh, thank you for subscribing in the middle of this horrific thing we're watching. And that just ends abruptly. So you know what? You cannot tell me that for $50,000, he has not, there isn't more to this. There must be, like, a longer cut of that, where there's actual porn. Because why would you pay that much money and not get actual porn? That makes no fucking sense to me. There has to be more footage. There has to be more footage. And if somebody will find that and release it, I will be laughing forever. Like, look, I feel bad that the guy fucking humiliated himself to the internet, you know, but it's really funny. And then, oh, wait. Oh no, don't play it. Don't play it, damn it. I have one more. Somebody did a really fucking funny meme of it. And it made me laugh. You just gotta see this. It's too fucking funny. It's so stupid! Anyway, that's what the song sounds like. Yeah, the sound song's like, yeah. Anyway. Is that a Megamind meme? You could, yeah, I mean, if you guys want to make memes out of my comics, I do not fucking care. You go right ahead. Oh, Vivzy did see it, and she reblogged the laughs nervously, what the fuck gif. And then, no, I guess this was fabricated. This is an old video of Verbalace. Somebody was like, "You showed up at my school, but community notes strike again." Oh well. Community notes are the funniest fucking thing Elon Musk has ever done. They're wonderful. It's a new brand of internet comedy. I don't know if it's an actual scene from the Proud Family or from a game or from another shitpost. I don't care. It was just funny. It was just funny as fuck. Suspiciously wealthy furries, yeah, right. If only I could draw animals better. Anyway, so we were asking questions about Steven Universe earlier. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at following the chat. Guys, I've only been used to, like, streaming to, like 12 people. You're gonna have to bear with me here. You should watch Steven Universe if you want to watch Steven Universe. Hi, Sean Sr. there. Honestly, I do, as much as I'm like super into the series, I do recommend the Flood Order, which is a watching of season 1 that gets you to Mirror Gem as quickly as possible while still keeping the plot in order. I would still watch the first episode though. That for some reason the Flood Order tells you to skip Gem Glow. I don't know why. Was it one of the victims? I have all of Steven Universe on iTunes, so I can basically watch it whenever the fuck I want. It's because I'm that autistic. But in fact, I was just rewatching Crack the Whip earlier, to figure out, like, why does why does Jasper back off of Stevani again? And well, she just kind of does. She just kind of goes, "Oh, fuck this, I'm leaving now. The episode's over." So I guess that's how she's just gonna back off in my comic too. She's just gonna smirk, jump up on the cliff, and be like, "Yeah, well, I got what I wanted anyway, so bye." Because she knows that sword could fucking poof her. So, here's the Flood Order. Hang on a second. At least it's a post on the Flood Order. Oh, it's like you go cheeseburger, backpack, laser light cannon, bubble buddies, Steven's line, giant woman, Steven the sword fighter, line 2, an indirect kiss, mirror gem, ocean gem. That cuts out a shit ton of episodes. I would still say watch Gem Glow though. Like, if I'm introducing somebody to the show, I would like put Gem Glow back in there. I think there's a couple others I do put back in there. Tasting episodes they recommend are Tiger Millionaire, Larger Than the Cool Kids, Rose's Room. I would say, yeah, put Rose's Room back in there. And Monster Buddies I'd put back in there. Together Breakfast, Frybo, Catfinger, Serious Steven, Arcade Mate. Yeah, you can basically skip all of these. They do not matter. They do not matter at all. And they're kind of more like early 2000s gross out cartoon episodes. Before they kind of changed what the tone of the show was like. So, Like, I do not like early Steven Universe, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I just don't. But, like, anything after Ocean Gem is fine, basically. Like, oddly enough, I compare Steven Universe to BoJack Horseman a lot, in that they're both shows that, started out kind of weak and aping the genre they're in, and then all of a sudden they just sort of blossomed into a very unique work, by kind of deconstructing themselves. So, my thoughts on Lapidot? I mean, it's fine. I mean, I don't like Lapis, so I am an infamous Lapis hater. I will not apologize. Bubble Buddies, the episode that introduced Connie, aired the same day as Rick and Morty. Why did you have to put that information out into the world? She's a fake fan. This guy's a phony! You're a big fat phony, Sai! I love Peridot. She's not one of my favorite characters, but I love her. It's kind of strange. My favorite characters are Spinel, Jasper, and Pearl in that order. Pearl slipped down to 3rd place. Poor thing. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that. So I did get an ask talking about how much they like Swap Pearl. I call her Insane Ballerina Pearl, but nobody else seems to call her that but me. So to answer that ask, I did kind of start a little drawing of Pearl last night, which I will finish this. It's going to be a simple kind of sketchy drawing, but I was like, you know what? I don't draw her enough anymore. Really, it's terrible. I should rectify that. So look forward to that in the next couple days or so. Because tomorrow I have to bring my car into the shop to get the fucking tires fixed, and then go out with my brother again. So, a bit of a busy week. I haven't seen Tuca and Birdie yet. I might watch it eventually. It's weird. I have to be, like, in the right mood to sit down and watch a show. Like, it takes me a while to watch things, even when I, like, perfectly intend to watch them. It's just, I don't know. It's like my executive function or something. Jaspis and Jasperl are my favorite rare pairs. I like Jasperl a lot, actually. I have read quite a number of fanfics of Jasperl, perhaps, of various ratings. So yeah, I do enjoy that one too. Jaspis, I can kind of enjoy a little dark Jasper and Lapis a little bit sometimes. You know, it depends on my mood. But excuse me, you figured out your timeline of your Son of Pink Pearl. That's good. Timelines are, I mean, like, fucking the war timeline doesn't make any sense in Steven Universe anyway. So, do whatever you want. The only way the war timeline can make sense is if Pearl meant it was 1,000 years from the time they first started, her and Rose first started, like, doing their little duo shtick to the end of the war. Or even, like, when the colony started to the end of the war. Because if the war itself was 1,000 years, and Amethyst came out 500 years later than the other Amethysts, how the fuck is she not corrupted? I found a plot hole! Nurse! My favorite Yahtzee joke to steal. Oh, my voice is still a little crap, though. It's not as good as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, some people don't like shipping Garnet because she's monogamous and married, but, you know, I don't hold opinions against people for shipping by and large, you know, unless it's something weird like incest or some shit. Then I'm kind of looking at you like, okay, there, maybe got some issues to work out. But, for the most part, I'm like, just let people do what they want to do. Like, I don't like people pairing gems with men, so I just avoid that fan art. I don't go yell at people about it. Like, just leave people alone. You know, I'm old school internet, where it was just chaos. You had to curate your own fucking experience. Got a Jester puppy in the mail? So did I, and guess what? I think there's a bunny plushie waiting in my mailbox right now. Actually, a purple bunny with pink overalls. And I think I got him before all of my friends, so I'm gonna laugh at them. I'm imagining Spinel and SpongeBob would be best friends. Yes, I did get Jax. That is what I was hinting at. It's in my mailbox right now, apparently. I'm gonna go get him later. I don't feel like going right now. my honest opinion on rubies in general, I want 10. I will take 10 of them, please. They are so cute. I love the Ruby Squad so much. They're fucking funny. I said before that my favorite episode is Hit the Diamond, of all things, because I just think it's like... I just think it's really funny, and it's the episode I would use to introduce somebody to Steven Universe. I'd be like, look, watch this episode, and if you like this, you will probably like the whole show. You know, yeah, it's a little spoilery, sure, but... Which Steven Universe AU comic do I read often? The ones I keep up with the most are White Diamond Steven AU by Chekhov, which is also called Ask White Steven and Pearl, which it's barely an Ask blog comic anymore, so that's just funny. We still barely have like a framing device of that still. And we all joke that Steven's cell phone is a Nokia because it survives anything. Chekhov plays with the lore a lot and is rearranging things a lot. So now it's Peridot and Lapis who have the toxic fusion. And things are very different. And Rose is still alive. So Chekhov likes to play with the lore a lot, so we don't know what's gonna happen. And we honestly don't even know what the fuck White's plan here was, because it doesn't seem like she made Steven on purpose, or it doesn't seem like this is going the way she thought it would, and she's still kind of present in his mind. So everything's different. It's great. So, but it's still like the same characters and the same, like, vibe as Steven Universe. So... And Jasper is on Neptune! And then Blue A Universe is much the same, where it's a Blue Diamond mom and a Nora instead of Steven. But also Nora is older, and she meets Connie when they're both college age. And Connie is kind of like in her own little Scooby-Doo gang with the Fryman brothers. And it's great. Like Connie, Petey, and Ronaldo are all in college together, and they're their own little fucking AV club who are going on like weird adventures. It's fantastic. I love it so much. And then in that one, Rose and the Crystal Gems. Actually, I should be showing these on screen. God damn it. This is why we call it Distracto-Vision, because I get fucking distracted. Yes, bring me to the fucking... I didn't mean to search my history, Chrome. Jesus Christ. Anyway. The Blue A Universe. What was the page? What was the page? This one? Oh, well, there's Nora. She's actually very tall, and she looks a lot like Blue. I want to see the page where she's getting fucking hunted down by rose quartz, because it's great. Oh, she has this Amber, too, which is a fan, which is an OC gem. So, anyway, okay, I wish you had better thumbnails, Dio. Anyway, I highly recommend this one, because, okay, so the Crystal Gems actually won the war. Yellow and White Diamond are indisposed somewhere. We don't really know yet. Rose has them somewhere. Now Rose is hunting down fucking Nora like a fucking Terminator. And there's also a resistance against the Crystal Gems that exists. And in that resistance is a permafusion named Carnelian. And guess who she's a fusion of? Jasper and Spinel! In fact, I should just fucking show the recent page with their designs on it. Oh, that's not the recent page. It was still loading. God damn it. Ah! Okay, let me just go to the recent page. I should have just told it to show me the recent page on top. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, here we go. 146 pages. Jeez, good for you. Oh, wait. I haven't read this one yet. Let's go back to the one before that. You get to see a good shot of Jasper and Spinel's designs. Yeah, they're not fused right now because they think Nora is basically Blue Diamond, so they're scared to fuse, and everyone is confused why they're not fused. So, yeah, we have a Jaspinel permafusion named Carnelian. I won't show that design because I want you guys to read the damn comic. Let me show you, White, Steven, and Pearl. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a translated version, I guess. Let me just look up Chekhov, if I could spell it correctly. That would be good. I've only known Chekhov for, like, years now, okay? Well, Jesus. I'm such a good streamer, everybody. There's Chekhov. Okay. I'm one of the translated ones. Chekhov has been working on this for, like, 7 years. So Chekhov has been around, like, longer than me. I actually was reading Chekhov's AU before I even made my own. This is, like, the early art. Chekhov would hate me for showing this. Because it's, like, the art is so much better. Jasper's in the recent chapters. I don't want to give that away, though. Let me get something a little more recent, but with, like, the better art. Yeah, so we still have the framing device of the asks. Even though that's not really what Chekhov is writing on anymore. Oh, is this all asks? Oh, there's Connie. Looking in the phone. Oh, they're talking on the phone. This is Steven in this AU. This is the White Diamond Steven. He's very cute. He's very fashionable, too. I always joke that Chekhov poofs characters just to give them new outfits, which is exactly what happened to Jasper. Jasper shows up, headbutts this Steven, and poofs herself on his gem! And I was screaming! I was like, Chekhov, you just really wanted to give her different clothes, didn't you? Didn't you? Excuse me. Do I like that version of Lapis? I mean, like, kind of. I kind of like Lapis being shown as shitty as she really is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little biased. I try to write Lapis as fairly as possible when I write her. I do not trust myself. What's the Blue Diamond AU one is Blue AU Universe by an artist named Dio. The world. Anyway. And of course, I gotta shout out my buddy Shark, who does Neo Pink Diamond. Now, I know more about this one than other people might, because Shark tells me his ideas all the time. Because a while back, he, no helmet? No, she headbutted him with her helmet, and his gem broke both her helmet and her face, and she poofed. It was great! Anyway, so Shark a while ago, we were in the same server, and he messaged me asking me for help with page layouts. He just wanted my advice and a second set of eyes, and then me and him started talking, and we became friends. And he started telling me all of his lore, so I know a lot of the lore that hasn't been written yet, so that I'm very excited about. This is why I keep shouting it out. But in this, the concept of this one is it's 800 years in the future, and Steven has died and come back as a full gem. And he looks like this. So, most of the comic so far is Steven floating in space, trying to figure out what the fuck even happened to him. We do get to see his death. Actually, we get to see him as a little old man. So there he is as a little old, like, 850-year-old man. And, you know, the gems take care of him every day. And so he remembers dying. And the next thing he knows, he's in space, and he's a full gem. And he's having a little bit of an identity crisis. Which you would. So, it's mostly the premise so far that Shark has written. Because Shark, you know, he has a full-time job and everything, so he can't really update all the time. But it's fantastic. And he's definitely going for, like, a more hard sci-fi angle on Steven Universe. He's basically writing his own sci-fi story, but using Steven Universe as a frame, basically. And I kind of love it. I've never seen anybody do hard sci-fi in Steven Universe as well as he does. So if you want that kind of thing, go fucking read Neo Pink Diamond. Who am I forgetting? Forgetting somebody. Oh! Walk the Line! I'm in Nugget's server, and every single time I shout out comics, I forget fucking Walk the Line, and I hang out there all the time. Walk the Line is a Steven multiverse. And Nuggatory Sheep. I call Nuggatory Sheep Nug. Nuggatory Sheep has excellent art. Like, way more on model to Steven Universe than I do. Everyone tells me my art looks exactly like the show, and no, it fucking doesn't. It's just my style with some Steven Universe elements in it. So, if you like Steven-centric stuff, go read Walk the Line, for sure. Who else am I forgetting? Who else is active that I'm still forgetting? I'm sure it'll come to me later. I guess Black Pearl would be another one I shout out. Is that one I read regularly? I enjoy it. And the art is really fucking good. But, so it's about another Pearl that, Pink once had. And then she, after Pink was shattered, she ended up being experimented on and was made into, like, this edgy, like, Venom type thing. And it's a little too edgy for my taste. It's just a little too edgy for my taste when it comes to Steven Universe. But the art is really, really fucking good, and a lot of people enjoy it. So even just because it might not be totally my thing, doesn't mean you won't enjoy it. So there you go, that's my answer to that question. I should actually draw again now, huh? We're listening to Fooly Cooly music now. Yeah, Steven lived for 800 years as a human. I could see Steven living, like, for a longer time than a normal human lifespan. Black Pearl is still uploading, as far as I know. Oh, is the Permafusion Stevani AU still going? I didn't know that. I did read a bit of that. Honestly, getting Jasper to poof by pure blind coincidence. Fed Hellbutt is the funniest thing. Oh god, yeah, Skrilla, you should fucking read White Diamond Steven. It's just like, Jasper comes, she throws her weight around as usual. Basically, in this version, Lapis, like, flew back to Homeworld and tattletaled on the crystal gems this time, because Steven freaked her out so much, so it's like the opposite. So basically, Lapis brings Jasper back as muscle. Jasper throws her weight around, tries to headbutt Steven, poofs herself on his fucking head immediately. It's so good! Oh god, Jasper. Jasper really is the Vegeta of Dragon Ball. Like, just shows up, talks a big game, really, really full of herself, immediately gets her ass kicked. That seriously happens to Vegeta in every single fucking Dragon Ball movie. He'll show up talking a big game, and then have, like, throw a couple of punches, and then immediately just, like, lose a fight. Catastrophically. Well, I've said it before, the White Diamond Steven AU Discord is kind of like the unofficial gathering place of all the current AU artists as well. We all just sort of hang out there, and there is a big list there of AUs that are currently ongoing, or maybe that are a little older but are still relevant. So we do have like a whole thread in there of just AUs. If you want to go see that resource, I believe the link to the link to the Discord is on Chekhov's Tumblr. Imagine Jasper proofing immediately in the sky just goes back to normal for no reason. I think the green light in the return was coming from the ship though, wasn't it? I love that lighting though, it's so fucking cool. Very dramatic, and it just lets you know something is very wrong here, and there's danger. Even though it's a green light, it's like a sickly alien green light, and everything's out of the ordinary. Oh, the color use in Steven Universe is so good, at least from season 1 beyond. I don't like how washed out the early episodes are, personally. Steven Universe Partners in Crime AU. That sounds fucking familiar. Universe Partners in Crime AU. That, what was the comic? Oh, wait, yeah, I think I saw this one, and then it didn't update for a while, and then I completely forgot about it. Oops. Oopsie doodles. You might have noticed I have a very, very bad memory. Part tism, part just, I don't know, being a creative, I guess. My brain is full of so many other things. Kakarot! Fusion is just a cheap tactic to make weak Satan stronger. Yeah. Honestly, you could take half of fucking Vegeta's lines from Dragon Ball Z Abridged and just make them Jasper lines and they would fit. That is the funny. My favorite DBZ Abridged Vegeta line is, "I will kill as many people as I have to as long as you are one of them." That was the thing they cut to after, like, oh, we have to stop those evil androids from killing people, and Vegeta's just out on the highway, like, exploding cars. Which is just completely in character. That is exactly how Vegeta is in the fucking actual show, too. Like, it's barely an exaggeration. It's just one of those characters. What about Leggy Ruby? I don't know if we ever see Leggy Ruby again. Honestly, I'd like to use Leggy Ruby in something. I have had this vague idea of Lars starting a Space Explorers Guild, like, hundreds of years in the future. Maybe Jasper and Spinel join it at some point. This would be after Steven passes away. So... it's an idea I kind of have floating, but I have all this Switcheroo shit to do first, so let's focus on that. Also, I hope you're enjoying more Hawaii Part 2. You guys have to put up with my weirdest music taste, because it's the only stuff I'm allowed to play. Favorite Vegeta forever, because it was part of the Kai series? Oh, yeah. The Kai videos are so fucking funny, too. Like, let's just abridge our abridged series. Good shit. Good shit. I loved all their commentaries recently, too. I said it before, I think, but it did make me feel a lot better about being a fan creator. I still have these weird hang-ups about it that again, I know they're hang-ups, and I know they're not even, like, fair thoughts, but I have this weird self-stigma about doing fan art still. I don't know. I'm trying to get over it. I think I'm succeeding. I'm not succeeding in drawing her fucking pigtail, though. Jesus Christ. You know, I'm gonna have to turn the page. Never be afraid to turn your paper. I'm just being lazy. Virgil DMC, Jasper Steven Universe, and Vegeta Dragon Ball. Oh my god. Can you imagine the three of them, like, on a team together trying to solve a problem? That would be amazing. It would be the most chaotic team-up ever. And at the end of the day, they'll somehow solve it while causing even more damage than the problem would have solved in the first place. Even Dyer turned himself pink. Could he turn himself pink? I don't know. Maybe what would Pearl look like in my AU? She looks like this. This shows how much I haven't drawn her lately, that people don't even know Pearl is in the AU. I'm so bad. I have just been focusing on Spinel and Jasper. Because I started shipping them. It's completely transparent. I've even said this whole fucking fight scene I've been working on for like a year is completely self-indulgent on my part. I really wanted to draw a fight scene. And now it's gonna be like 20 pages long. Oh well. Yeah, the Dream Team, they just you regret calling them because it causes more damage saving people. And the crisis would have caused. I'm a biased creator. Look, it's fan art. I can do whatever I want. You guys are here anyway. I have an urge to become good enough at art just to make a comic about Leggy crashing on an uncolonized planet and surviving and finding secrets. Oh my god, that would be adorable, Gaps. I am 100% behind this idea. I love Leggy. Leggy was literally born yesterday. I love that part. Or like, Eyeball literally says to her, you know, what were you made yesterday? And Leggy just glares at her like, bitch, yeah. I don't know what's going on. I love little details like that. Yeah, exactly. I don't draw for myself, I will lose inspiration, but the problem is, like, I made Pearl the villain of the movie, so she wouldn't really be relevant outside of movie and future stuff, and I'm kind of concentrating on not future stuff right now, because after this comic, I want to do Jasper and Spinel's fusion, and then after that, I want to focus, like, completely on Single Pale Rose through Change Your Mind, and just, like, do that, like, in order, and, like, get all that done, and then I'll decide what to do after that. We can have just basically a more slice-of-life Jaspinel focus comic that covers future and after future, which I would not mind doing, actually. So, yeah, I've had their fusion planned for a while. In fact, all the original fusions I had planned were, like, I was calling them community commissions, because like give me this, meet this goal on Ko-fi, and I'll do this fusion. But so I still have all those fusions planned from that because the AU just kept expanding on me, you know, and expanding. So yeah, the next 2 fusions are gonna be Jasper and Spinel, and then Steven and Spinel, because Steven and Spinel would happen during Change Your Mind. So that's why I've been sitting on it. So I won't do like community commissions again until I finish all the original fusions I did that for, and then maybe in the future we'll do goals for like, do you want to see Spinel and Lapis? Do you want to see Spinel and Peridot? Do you want to see Spinel and Pearl? Because I have ideas. I do like designing fusions, but I kind of, like I said, I kind of made them community commissions early on because it was like, well, how badly do I want to do this, you know? Fusion with all of them you draw. I was like, girl. I don't think I've completely figured out the weapon yet. Yeah, it would have to be something that would combine the hammer and the shield. It was like with Pearl and Steven, you combine the spear and the shield into an umbrella, which is a fucking brilliant idea. And we got Camp Gay Mary Poppins there, which was my exact first impression of fucking Rainbow Quartz 2.0. I was like, oh, of course Pearl and Steven would make Camp Gay Mary Poppins. What else did I expect? And I haven't quite gotten my design of Jasper and Spinel's fusion yet. I thought I had it finalized, and then I started changing my ideas. And I might reach out to another artist who like specializes in fusions and be like, hey buddy, can you eyeball this and like maybe give me some tips about how you, because there's this guy, I can't remember his name at the moment. He specializes in Steven Universe fusions, and he has a really unique style. And he pushes fusions to, like, weird places I'm always too, like, I always just don't. Like, I don't like drawing multiple arms or eyes. It's a pain in the ass. So I think if I showed him my design and say, hey, can you make this weirder, like you would, that would be fun. Because he left a comment a while back, like, wanting to collab, and I was like, well, maybe, like, you could be like, I'll draw something for you, and you can help me, like, with this design, because I don't push things far enough if you do. So, give me some advice, you know? Sounds like it would have fit in a bridge. Okay, let's find out what this is. Oh yeah, this was Kai. TBC, a bridge, Kai. I have to specify, because it's beautiful shows. How did fucking Distractovision get all the way up there? Okay. What am I doing? Here we go. Thank you for the follow.
Hey guys, you remind me of some assholes I'm gonna kill!
Yeah. That would have fit in that scene. I can see why you would have thought it was from there. There are several high power levels coming towards the planet, and they're all incredibly flamboyant! You haven't seen DBZ or Bridge, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about right now. That is kind of the Rose's Scabbard scene, drawing with green. Like, I basically skipped Rose's Scabbard with Spinel because she wouldn't care as much as Pearl. As far as Spinel knows, Rose and Pink are 2 different people. She doesn't know in my AU. So, everyone's trying to guess how I'm gonna have them find out, and no one's guessed it right yet, and when I do finally do it, everyone's probably gonna help me with eggs and tomatoes, because it's gonna be not what you expect, but it's gonna amuse me. Don't forget, this AU is also half a shitpost. It's usually the Pearl half of the shitpost. But yeah, that scene, is actually, when they go, I had it that when they go to the human zoo, I guess I should just bring up the comic pages in Distractovision or something, huh? I'm explaining this, like, blind. Hang on. Now I'm getting distracted again. Let's go to my actually, no, fuck it. Let's go to my Tapas, because that's easier to find the damn pages. What am I thinking? Oh, and my facey changed. Oh, I still have that set to 2, do I? Or do I? Change back face! Okay, there we go. I didn't mean to get all weird there for a second. Ignore that. Well, okay, so, Pearl, I didn't switch Pearl and Spinel's, situations, like, entirely, because it didn't make sense to me, because some people would be like, oh, Pearl was waiting in the garden then. I was like, that doesn't seem right, though. So the way I have it is, Pearl still helped fake Pink's shattering, but then after that, Pearl was poofed in battle and was captured, and Rose couldn't go back for her, because that would jeopardize her, you know, her staying Rose Quartz, basically. She'd have to reveal herself. So Pearl was fucked. And also with that, their backstories, the comic. What the fuck is that? It was a while ago, actually. Let me find that real quick. Oh, I did upload that one. Okay, I was gonna say, no way I didn't fucking upload this one on Tapas. I did their backstories as, like, just images, because, like, I got really high one night, and I was listening to, like, some weird techno music, and the image for this came into my brain, because I am merely a vessel through which genius flows. So, basically, yes, Pearl helped with the shattering still, got poofed in battle, got captured, but since she was already sealed by Rose, she couldn't tell them anything about Pink's fake shattering. So she was kind of fucked. And meanwhile, Spinel, while waiting in the garden for about 1,000 years, so the plants were still fresh in this one. She learned through the communicator that Pink Diamond had been shattered. She was not happy about that. And we haven't seen her war flashbacks really yet, but we will. This was the bonus track when someone asked what happened exactly. That's what I'm saying. She got a communication that Pink Diamond had been shattered. And, you know, what you think would have happened, happened. So that's the information you have right now. I did see Jasper get punched through a mountain. I don't know if I have those on Tapas, because those aren't really, like, main comics. I'll have to find that. Oh, there's the April Fool's one I did. Where I put her in the Diamond Spinel AU, which is not going on anymore, but... Diamond Spinel AU, Spinel has a bit of a entourage of quartzes, so my Spinel's thinking that ain't so bad. I was thirsty for quartzes. And then I did have, there we go, I did have one about where Pearl had been this whole time then, and this was me pulling a total Crooniverse and just pulling something cool looking out of my ass and having no actual plan for what it is, and I still don't. But it's some kind of prison that they kept her in. And since it's Era 3 now, she got released like everybody else. And these are called honey agates. I just drew some like random yellow agates, and somebody said, are those honey agates? And I said, well, they are now. I do have a few adoptables, actually, of designs like this available on my Ko-fi shop. Hooray! Anyway, so Pearl's badass. As soon as she's released, poofs the guards. Bloop and Peep were there to... Bloop and Yelp were there to greet her, and now they're like, oh, holy shit, she's angry. And then Yellow Pearl's like, stole my hairdo. Because everyone kept telling me her hair looked like Yellow Pearl's hair. So, and the lovely Celestial Elpcorn drew the backgrounds for me, because I suck terribly at backgrounds. And I just go, please, Celeste, please save me. And then she'll draw backgrounds for me. Anyway, the one I was going to show, Gem Heist. So, I did Gem Heist, you know, when they go to the zoo. And I polled people, I said, would it be funnier for Spinel to pretend to be a different kind of gem? Or would it be funnier for her to not think anyone's gonna recognize her? And then something happened. And we went with the second one. So, it was, you know, it's the same, this is basically the dialogue from the episode. I just sort of, abridged it a little bit for comic format. I love drawing, I draw Sapphire with such poofy fucking hair. I have no explanation for this. Right off the bat, I made her hair, like, just a huge poof. It's nothing like that in the show. I don't know why I draw it this way. And then, I'm pretty proud of this one, too. I did a pretty good job on the backgrounds. I did the backgrounds by myself this time. I kind of traced the show a little bit. I have no explanation for how she got the rejuvenator and the injector. I don't even try. Like I said, sometimes when the AU breaks down, I just shitpost. So, there you go. So, Spinel thinks no one will know what she is, because usually the way I write it, nobody knows what Spinel is. They've never heard of her cut of gem, because I always argue there's only one Spinel, and I have reasons for this. So nobody has ever heard of Spinel, usually, in my AU. And this is exactly like the show. It's like, this gonna work? No. But let's change the future. Hooray! And then here comes Holly Blue Agate, who I like a lot. She's the funniest, like, middle manager parody ever. And guess who she recognizes? She fucking recognizes Spinel, because you can't convince me. You cannot convince me that Holly Blue Agate wouldn't keep a mental note of every single gem she could possibly brown nose. You know? So much to Spinel's shock and horror, Holly Blue knows exactly who she is. Because this was very funny to me. I also loved making up dialogue for Holly Blue. It was very fun. And of course now she's looking at Steven like, oh balls. Now he knows I knew Pink Diamond. Because one of the first full comics I did for Switcheroo, because I never intended to start an AU, I just was answering asks and had done like a drawing. So the first like actual like full comic page, I had, oh god, look how much my style has changed too. Can you believe this was 2019? I think, or it was 2020. One of those. What's my? Oh, okay, it was 2019. Okay. So basically, I just have her like not talk about it. Now from this to Gem Heist, now Steven knows she actually knows Pink Diamond, and he has some questions for her about that. Oh yeah. And then of course, there was a lot of extras for Gem Heist. I loved writing dialogue like this, though, like, oh, but I'm sure you know how it is guiding gems of lesser luster. I was just coming up with shit. It was fun as shit. And of course, Sapphire and Spinel have to pretend that, oh yeah, we're totally hoity-toity gems. Just like you, we're totally upper crusts. And we have no problem with what you're saying at all, haha hee hee. They're both just miserable. I kind of view Sapphire and Ruby as like parental figures almost to Spinel. I don't know, it's just how I think about them. And of course I did the door scene, because I love the door scene. And Holly Blue's trying to show, like, introduce Spinel to the diamonds. Spinel's like, oh fuck no, they can't see me, because they'll recognize her too. And then the drawing that took me like 5,000 tries to draw, and I actually downloaded a fucking 3D model of a spring to help me. I tortured myself with this, but it was worth it. Instead of being sassy, she's basically threatening Holly Blue's life. Then On the Run was a Tapas exclusive, at least the first two parts. So you can only read that one on Tapas right now. I might upload it to DeviantArt too, though I haven't decided yet, because I made them like ink goals, but ink is like barely a thing. Spinel do the toothless dance. Oh god, I actually exported that in frames for somebody. It's like 40 frames. I'm trying to keep up with that now. Okay, we're good. Yeah. So what was the point I was getting to on that? Oh, so we were getting to the confrontation. So after Gem Heist... Wow, I did this in 2021, really? Oh yeah, another AU artist who draws a Twinverse has a 3D model of Steven's house they made, and I bought that off of them to help me with the backgrounds here, because there was no fucking way I was going to be able to do backgrounds this good without a fucking 3D model. Because I'm just very bad at backgrounds and perspective, I just am. So, yeah, Steven's like, hey, so, like, when I asked you about Pink Diamond before, you told me just to shut up, and, like, that's not cool, man. You know? And Steven's really upset about it. And Spinel just gets really triggered whenever Pink Diamond comes up, because why wouldn't she? She's kind of maybe been repressing this for the last 5,000 years. So she gets a little triggered. She hits this checkerboard that might have a slight visual reference on it if you look really carefully. And then she runs away crying. So this is, so I was like, yeah, this is a bit like my version of Rose's scabbard then, isn't it? Because kind of the exact same situation, almost. Only it's a little further down the timeline where Steven is trying to find out about Pink Diamond. And then, of course, I did a little extra for crying in her room. And her room is completely and utterly modeled off levels from Nights into Dreams. I'm not even hiding it. Because I do a lot of Nights into Dreams stuff, if you haven't noticed. All my fucking stream intro and outro music and all of my sound effects, they're fucking from Nights into Dreams. So, Garnet knows a bit about Spinel's past, but nobody knows the full story, really. But Garnet would at least know that, you know, Pink Diamond did some shit to her, and that's when she showed up in the war. And you can imagine Spinel didn't show up on the Crystal Gems side at first. Well, it's kind of a circus theme. I based it on, let's see, Nights into Dreams. Jackal's level. Hate you, Jackal. Yeah, this motherfucker. The boss I'm the worst at. So I based it on his room. Boss room, a little bit. So you can kind of see it. I mean, this was a fucking Sega Saturn game, so the graphics aren't gonna be the clearest. A good angle of it, maybe? Also, it goes in a big circle, so it's kind of hard to get. What I was basing it on. Well, you know, the shit Sega pulled back in the day is what made them no longer able to make fucking hardware, and it was their own fucking fault. Basically, they decided at E3 they were just gonna announce that the Sega Saturn was coming out tomorrow, and they didn't inform any retailers that they were going to be doing this. And they only had a few select retailers that they were sending units to. So a bunch of other retailers just refused to carry the Sega Saturn because they were so pissed off about it. So Sega just sunk themselves. Is Nights being revived? I fucking hope not. They did a sequel on the Wii that we don't talk about, even though I play some of the music from it on here. Because it's the same musicians, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the person whose avatar has purple hair and has horns is in the Nights, and the person who really likes gestures and is in the Nights. Oh my god, big surprise. And I totally don't like Spinel just because she kind of resembles Nights. Not at all. Saturn was actually not a bad system either. I never had a Dreamcast, though. I was always a Nintendo kid, actually. My brother had the Saturn, but I really, really wanted to play Nights. Like, I saw the ads for it, and I immediately wanted to play it. So I would trade him my N64 for the day so I could play Nights. There was a couple of yellow Diamond Steven AUs floating around. They seem kind of cursed, though. It's like, everyone who starts one, like, it just kind of peters out and never finishes. Or never really goes anywhere. It's strange. It's like a cursed concept. Hello, thank you for following. Glad the chats are both working now, too. We had a few hiccups there. I might have to move the YouTube chat fucking graphic up a little bit, too. I'm obsessing over my fucking, layout again. Here, you, get up there. A little bit. No, but then the chat kind of cuts off. Oh, I don't know. Saturn was the hotness in Japan. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. It's just a Japanese company. Japanese systems always do better in Japan. Like, they hate Microsoft over there. But no, it was the whole at E3 announcing they were just gonna release the Saturn the next day to try to compete with the PlayStation, and they fucked it all up, and they just got blacklisted by a bunch of retailers, and that's why Sonic the Hedgehog is on Nintendo systems now. If you had told, like, 12-year-old me that would ever be a possibility, I would not believe it. You guys don't know how surreal it is to see fucking Sonic on Nintendo systems. It's really fucking surreal if you grew up in the 90s. Oh, you have a mom swap with Lapis, Jasper, and Peridot. I've seen a lot of mom swaps that have them as the main three. That's always kind of fun. The head of North American Sega refused to support other games. What? How do you fuck up that badly? Oh god. Victory by Bird, I've subscribed. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, people keep also asking me if I'm gonna have Spinel like save Jasper from falling into the ocean after they split up Malachite. I'm like, I'm not gonna change canon that much, but I could like as a joke comic maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, my subject is disturbed.
In a cursed and evil universe, Mario would be on the Sega system. Oh, yeah, you're right. Universe for Sega 1. Oh, nobody wants to live there. Oh my god, Gaps! You reminded me of the AU I forgot! Thank god! Because there is one like that! I was like, who was I forgetting? Jesus fucking Christ. Where is it? Oh, creepy. Are you not on Tapas? Okay. Yes, Gaps, I have an AU for you! It's on Tumblr. Here we go. You want the Pink Onyx AU, which is all about a Jasper and Steven fusion. They're trying to understand each other. And it's sad Sunboy and mean space aunt shenanigans mostly. And Creep, who is the author, I'm not just calling them a creep, that is their name. Keep Horse Shit Show. I don't know, however you fucking pronounce your name, Kiefer, I guess it is, whatever. Kiefer's comic! Read it! It's really good. Kiefer, does some of the best Jasper writing I've ever, fucking read. I'm taking notes, and I'm a Jasper freak, you know? And the art's really good, and Jesus Christ, prep is fast. So fucking fast with these comics. And I really like how they draw Jasper. Definitely go fucking read that one. It's so good. It's so fucking good, and it's just been a character study so far. That's all that's happened. It's just a character study of Steven and Jasper. Which is the best kind of thing. So... Oh, oops. Wrong button. You know, I'm something of a writer myself. I also read a lot of Jasper. Honestly, I was having this discussion with my brother, not last night. The night before last. Because I went out to dinner with him and his girlfriend because they're in town. And he's talked about how he's been doing some script doctoring lately. And how, there's a guy in Hollywood who, is, the most highly paid script doctor, and he makes so much fucking money. He's like, but this guy's saying, but I don't get a chance to work on my own original stuff. And I was like, you know what, though? Lately, I've kind of been enjoying helping other people develop their stories and their world building more than writing my own stuff. It's I'm helping two of my friends. I'm helping a friend develop a webcomic, an original one. I'm helping another friend develop a robot story that would be a comic and hopefully a game as well. So I really I think I have more fun playing in other people's worlds and helping them develop their story. So maybe I should think about becoming a story editor or a script doctor or something, or just someone who helps people develop their a consultant. Not that I have any professional experience to speak of, but I'm pretty wicked smart, you know? It's funny because like Shark too, anytime somebody talks about their AUs to me, I'll sit there for a second and then my gears just automatically start turning and I start coming up with ideas for their shit. And I can't fucking help myself. And then I always have extra ideas I can't use in Switcheroo and I'm trying to push them onto other people. Please take these ideas that just keep falling out of my brain. Please. Well, that's where the meme came from, EC. If you watch the whole SU video, I captured the moment where my buddy Skrill made this fucking meme and sent it to me. While I was making fun of Lily Orchard's opinions on writing. Because I was saying it as the, you know, the Green Goblin meme, where he says I'm something of a scientist myself in Spider-Man. But then Skrill was like, that sounds like something fucking Brian Griffin would say, and then she made that and sent it to me live on stream. And that moment is immortalized in my fucking 2-hour video yelling at Lily Orchard, which could not make me any happier. Honestly, again, it's just so fucking funny to me that I literally just came out of nowhere with a folding chair and hit Lily Orchard in the back of the head. Like somebody said to ask, like, you know, what's the deal with you and Lily Orchard? I'm like, literally nothing. I don't even know this person. You know, all I knew was, like, bad Steven Universe takes, and you're really annoying, and you sound like Ben Shapiro. That's all I knew. And then the videos were just, like, so astonishingly, like, horrendous. Like, even worse than I was expecting. I was just expecting to do a funny thing on my stream for people. And then I decided, well, cut it into a video for fun, and I never expected it to blow up the way it did. But, like, a month ago, my YouTube channel wasn't even established. That is literally my YouTube account that I use to, like, watch shit. And watch other streamers, and, like, do super chats to other streamers, and, like, fucking rent movies on and shit. That's just my personal account. So my account wasn't established in the algorithm whatsoever. And I make this video, and it gets more views in 2 weeks than Lily Orchard's last Steven Universe video got in 2 months. Which is one of the ones I reacted to. So this may be the fucking funniest thing I've ever done in my life, honestly. That stream went on for about 4 hours, Voltrix, as I kept, of course, getting distracted and going on tangents and talking about completely unrelated topics, as I am wont to do. Except Lily Orchard, when I do it, I cut it out of the fucking video because it's completely unrelated and irrelevant and boring to listen to. Like you going on about fucking Kingdom Hearts. Or going on about Utena for half an hour. I think even the original garbage video, she went, like, on a big rant about World of Warcraft or some shit, like a 12-minute rant about World of Warcraft in the middle of a video about Steven Universe. Why do you do these things? And Lily is scripted. I am not. I just thrive on chaos. I'm at my best just talking shit, you know? just coming on stream and talking shop is basically what I do. And you all enjoy it for some reason, so I'm very happy. I had heard that Lily's Twitter was suspended. I don't know why. But probably for being an asshole. Probably. I mean, I'm an asshole on Twitter sometimes, but I've managed to not get banned so far. Ah, jeez, I'm losing my voice again, though. At least Brian actually got published. Oh, but don't you know? Lily says, I'm a ghostwriter. I've done professional writing work as a ghostwriter. I just can't tell you what those books are called or who paid me for them, but trust me, guys, I'm a ghostwriter. I don't know why I'm doing a Minnesotan accent for Lily. I think Lily's Canadian. I think I found that out later. Which would explain the My Dad the Rockstar reference. And I am so fucking... I'm so fucking proud of myself for recognizing that it was Canadian animation. Because look, if there's any Canadians in the chat, I'm sorry. But your animation just has this really cheap stink to it. And I can always tell when a show is from Canada because of it. So me taking one look at My Dad the Rockstar, which I had never heard of, and immediately saying, what is this Canadian bullshit? That might be my favorite part of the video, honestly. No, I can't script myself. If I tried to read from a script and be funny, I wouldn't be funny. So, that's why I'm a streamer. But that's why I never wanted to be a YouTuber, because I'm not a video essayist. But I see people like Nuxtaku and people like RedX, and they live stream and then cut that into videos. So I guess I can kind of be like that, you know? Why not? I'll have to listen back to my Verbalize shit and see if it's worth making a video. If it's not, I won't, or I'll make a short. I might just do shorts of, like, past streams. You might have noticed I took down the stream from last week, because I'm just gonna do it like Twitch. The stream just stays up for a week, and then it's gone. I am gonna try to monetize the VODs, if I can. But I'm still just gonna leave them up for a week. Like I said before, mostly on these streams, I ramble, I repeat myself. You know, a lot of the times we're just fluffing on about absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing important. So I don't tend to keep the VODs around because I don't see any reason to. But if you ever want to take a clip of something funny I said, both Twitch and YouTube, the VODs will be up for a week. And if the clip is funny or whatever, I'll keep it around. Who cares, you know? That's fine. But I just don't see any reason to flood my channel with nothing but stream VODs. I think that would just look kind of ugly and cluttered, personally. So, I do record when I stream, usually, and I keep the recordings around for a little bit. So if I do say something funny and I don't make it a video right away, there's no saying I wouldn't do it later. And I should really record more, because I have it set up so like the music will be on a separate track from me, so I can actually separate. It is Canadian crap? Yeah, I knew it. I knew it just by looking at it. Well, Jaden, Lily actually held back on insulting Rebecca Sugar, but made up for that by just calling her Becky the entire time. You know, like a fucking 16-year-old girl. Like a fucking 16-year-old mean girl. Like, you're in your 30s, Lily. And I know I'm an immature 40-year-old woman child who sounds like I'm 20 and also looks like I'm in my 20s, because if I dye my hair, if I dye my grays out, I also get carded at the liquor store. Yeah, but I'm autistic. I think Lily might be autistic too. But I don't know if Lily said that. You might be undiagnosed there, but yeah, you definitely... The way Lily's brain operates and the logic Lily uses makes me think Lily's might be autistic. Because look, I try to be very cognizant of my own autistic habits these days. You know, I mean, obviously with stream, you guys are coming here to listen to me, so hey, I can ramble on like I want, but a lot of the time I try not to ramble on about my special interests if I catch myself doing that, or, you know, I try not to make, like, logical leaps that just would not make any sense to other people but me, you know, people without my specific knowledge. I think, like, some of the comments were us, like, just trying to figure out what the fuck Lily even meant by a comment, you know, because they make no sense. And I think I figured out why Lily was calling Let Us Adore You Reprise the Doki Doki Literature Club song. I think Lily Orchard thinks that Doki Doki Literature Club is actually a harem game. I think that might be it. So that's just, you know, one more piece of media Lily Orchard does not understand. I was so confused. My only question there was, is there even a piano in the reprise? Because I couldn't figure out what the connection was supposed to be. I can figure out what Christian is talking about more than fucking Lily Orchard. Yes, the famous harem game. Actually, you know what? Fuck all of you. Where were you back then? Because I actually streamed Doki Doki Literature Club before it blew up in popularity, because I happened to see it on Steam, and I was doing game streams for my friends at the time, like usually on Fridays. So I just said, oh, let's check this out. And I never got to the horror parts. It was too long. I never got to the horror parts. And we just got bored. And then right after that, it blew up. God damn it. It's okay. Even when I game stream, I'm not gonna play current games. I'm just gonna play whatever the fuck I feel like. So you can take it or leave it, but you'll be there for my commentary, hopefully. Funny thing is, all those pot shots Lily takes at Rebecca Sugar are probably falling on deaf ears. Oh yeah, I don't think Rebecca Sugar even knows who the fuck Lily Orchard is. I would be very tickled if Rebecca Sugar saw my video, though. And I'd be very tickled if Ian Jones Cordy saw my video, because I called his ass out for wearing Sonic sneakers to the Sonic premiere. Because I remembered seeing him post that on Twitter, and I was like, I have to go back and find that, because I called his ass out on it. I'm just throwing peanuts at people who are never gonna notice me. That's okay. I basically did that joke, though, because I love the joke of nerds calling other nerds nerds. So, of course, me calling Ian Jones Cordy a nerd is ironic. I'm at least as nerdy as he is. Yeah, oh god, that whole thing. And somebody finally explained to me that the reason the connection Lily tries to make between the racist Fantasia Centaur and Steven Universe is that someone on the Crewniverse once said that one of their visual influences for the human zoo was the Centaurette sequence in Fantasia, which, as I stated, was already censored by the 1980s when I and all of these other people would have been children. So, Lily is full of shit either way. It's just, oh, I know there's a racist thing in the earliest version of that movie, so I'm gonna call these creators racist for even mentioning it. It's like somebody in my comments said it's like the fucking Cuphead thing all over again, where it's like, you can't base something on old Rubber Hose cartoons because those were racist. And it's like, well, yeah, they were, but some of them were. Not all of them. Some of them were, and they were made in the 1940s. Of course they were racist. I don't get people who don't understand that things are a product of their time. And I was talking about this with somebody else who I brought up one of the Forbidden 11, what do they call it? The Forbidden 11 or the Hidden 11. 11 Looney Tunes they don't show anymore because they're very, very fucking racist. And one of them is called Coal Black and the Seven Dwarves. And you can imagine what that's like. But the point of that short was also to highlight black jazz singers and black culture, and then the Snow White parallel was voiced, I think, by a half black woman, which at the time would have been very progressive. So those people probably thought they were actually doing a good thing, even though the short is extremely racist. The people making it at the time didn't see the problem with it because it was so normalized. You know, you have to take those sorts of things into consideration. Like everybody had a whole fucking argument about the Bingo Bongo song from fucking Fallout, you know? Bingo Bango Bongo, I'm so happy in the Congo, I refuse to go. That one, that's like a fire song, we all love blowing things up listening to that. That song is racist. It just is. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy listening to it while you play Fallout. But the song is racist. That doesn't make you a bad person for thinking, hey, haha, funny old song. But it's making fun of people in the Congo where there was like lots of human rights violations happening at the time with colonization, you know? So, yeah, it's a little in hindsight, but I like to run around listening to Bingo Bango Bongo while blowing up super mutants, and that's fine. You know, I don't have to, like, sit here flogging myself because the song is a little racist and was written during a very racist time, you know? Like, I don't know what people who pibble about these sorts of things even fucking want, other than just other people to yell at. Like, they don't even care about this. They just want to yell at people, you know? Like, fucking Lily Orchard, I don't think understands anything about darky iconography. And, like, you know, we actually study this shit in art history, you know? So, like, just flashing darky iconography up on screen to be shocking isn't going to shock anyone who's actually, like, an art academic, you know, who went to any formal art training. So, and all you're doing is, like, shocking teenagers, like, look at this racist thing! This is related to Steven Universe just somehow, and it's like, bro, you're the racist one again for doing these things, you know? You're the only one being racist here, Lily. Just you! While saying you're educating other people on racism. It's, oh, God. Recently drew a 1930s Rubber version who was black and had to be turned into an animal character similar to Minnie Mouse and Bimbo. Yeah! Bimbo was more like an animal. In the first video, she also said the human zoo was creepy. Because someone said it was an excuse to draw a bunch of hot people. You know why? Because it was also making fun of 70s sci-fi. Ever see fucking Logan's Run? Probably not, because all of you are like in your 20s and younger, but... There's no Lily Orchard in 2025. I hope there's no Lily Orchard in 2025. As in, I hope her channel is gone, not anything bad. But, yeah, you ever see fucking Logan's Run, where it's like, everyone's wearing all these billowy clothes, and they live in a dome? That's a dystopic society where they're all cared for, but they don't know how bad their situation actually is. Because they all get killed when they're 25, and they just tell them they're being recycled and reincarnated back into the population when that's clearly not what's happening. So yeah. Old 70s dystopian sci-fi. What's the other one? It was THX? Yeah, TXX. 1138. This one's a little more sterile looking. But like, people in like billowy fucking clothes and stuff is like so 70s sci-fi. Like, well, there's Logan's Run again. They also have jewels in their hands that inform them of things, like kind of like the earrings the Zoomans wear, you know? And it's a dystopia. But like, the look of the human zoo is very in line with like your typical 70s Buck Rogers kind of sci-fi. And that's exactly what Steven Universe is. Steven Universe is not Star Trek. Steven Universe is not even Star Wars. Steven Universe is fucking Buck Rogers. That's the kind of sci-fi it is. You know? So of course they do a send-up of like old 70s sci-fi where everyone's in like hippie clothes. You know? And it's easy to film. Yeah, and the idea of the zoo should be fucked up. I mean, like, no one's saying it's a good thing. No one's saying it's a good thing. But, like, I personally really like the idea of aliens that treat us like we treat other life forms. Because, yeah, that's pretty fucking scary, isn't it? I would recommend watching Logan's Run. It's actually pretty good. It's a little corny by today's standards. I'm gonna cheat and use the ellipse tool. A little corny by today's standards, and you may find, like, movies before, any movies made before, say, like, 1997, 1998, you may find really slow. There's a warning. I think this is the evolution of filmmaking and also attention spans. But yeah, they wanted a bunch of hot characters like you see in like all those 70s sci-fi dystopias of like hot people in skimpy fucking billowy ass clothes. Because that was the joke. That was the fucking joke. I think Lily is just fucking uncultured. Ah, Planet of the Apes too! Yes! 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 Absolutely! Why did I not think of that one? Humans couldn't even talk in that one, but they were treated like pets, yeah. I actually really like Planet of the Apes. Because they were all in, like, fucking loincloths and shit. Like, literally in loincloths. There we go. Good old Charlie Heston right there. And Cornelius and Zero, who are actually fantastic fucking characters, actually. Planet of the Apes is actually good, believe it or not. I highly recommend it. Oops, sorry, Brian. I need to stop bringing you up by accident. Like, 1 year in, like, junior high, my brother and I were both home with strep throat, and we were bored out of our fucking minds. And, it was the 90s, so, you know, we didn't have, like, fucking iPhones. And, so we turned on, like, TLC, not TLC, it was whatever the movie channel was at the time. Turned that on, and they were having a Planet of the Apes, marathon. And we were like, oh, okay, let's just watch some corny old movies. Whatever, we're bored, haha. And they end up being, like, really fucking good. And I end up becoming, like, a fan of them. even the third one, like, the concept of the third one sounds awful, but it's actually really good. Funny. Oh, it's like people aren't breaking down her boat. Oak Madhouse? What's that? Lily has a comic? I thought Lily had that thing called Scars. I thought that was a comic, but I guess it's not. I don't know. I don't know why you have art of it then, if it's a story, but... Okay. Oh yeah, the Simpsons episode that was the musical Planet of the Apes. Oh my god, that shit is so funny. I heard the Simpsons is good again, though. I think Super Eye Patch Wolf did a video recently. Again on the Simpsons. I love Super Eye Patch Wolf. I also highly recommend his channel if you like long video essays that are slightly insane. He's really good. Especially his video on Garfield, and especially his video on the hell he went through trying to buy a computer through Dell. Those videos are masterpieces. Isn't another comic an MLP smut thing? I think that's a fanfic. Stockholm I know is a fanfic, and I have seen videos on it, and it's very disgusting. And Lily, like, has, like, a Futanari Rainbow Dash in it, but calls her intersex, which is, just kind of incorrect. So that's, yeah, so, but I don't think I'm equipped to, like, comment much on that, so I just know that that sounds medically wrong. So, I don't think that's how it works. I don't think perfect, hermaphroditism actually exists in humans, at least not functional. Someone dares to read me Stockholm. If I was better at reading, I would do it. I'm not a very good reader. You can tell by how I'm not keeping up with the chat well. Like, I like to read, have a very big vocabulary, I have a good understanding of the English language, and I can speak articulately, but I am just a very slow reader. And it's just the autism. I process shape and color before I process words and numbers. So when I really get into the groove of reading, it's like I don't even see words anymore. I'm picturing a movie in my head. I'm that much of a visual thinker. So I do like to read, but I think reading something out, I'm just not good at reading things out loud. I streamed Deltarune once, and it was like a struggle for me to keep up with the dialogue, but I tried really hard. So, yeah, well, see, the other thing about the human zoo, and everyone's like, the human zoo is terrible. The humans there, that's the only life they know. So they won't see their situation as terrible, and, like, that kind of nuance is something that's needed, because, like, you see all these people on Twitter coming up to, like, minorities and saying, you should be offended by this. You should be offended by this in the exact way I tell you to be. And they're just sitting there like, what are you even talking about? You know, and that would be the Zoomans. Imagine going up to the Zoomans and saying, you would be so much better off on Earth where you don't get food for free, and you have to live indoors because weather happens, and you have to pay taxes and get a job. Like, how would you convince them that living on Earth would be better? How would you possibly convince them of that? You know, like, you gotta, like, actually consider, like, other people have different perspectives and cultures. Like, the Zoomans are their own culture by now, because they have been separated from the rest of humankind for so long. That's why I love their names. I love how they have names that are numbers and letters, but they pronounce them phonetically like names. I love that detail so much. More of a non-visual thinker. Yeah, it's a spectrum, literally. From what I see on the YouTube chat, the Gardevoir hybrid thing. Oh right, somebody told me the Gardevoir is the little buzz thing that Lily was voice acting, and I couldn't understand what the fuck it was saying. It sounded like it was just going. That's all I heard. So that's why I was so confused. Somebody told me that thing is like her OC fucked a Gardevoir and had that or something. I don't know. Whatever. It's a fan child of that's a half human, half Pokemon, and I'm sure no one's ever done that before. What a unique fucking concept that, like, not every 13-year-old ever did. You know, I'm being a little mean right now, but you know what? Fuck it. It's Lily Orchid. I can be mean. That's the fun part. Thank My Little Pony for getting you into girly media. I didn't watch all of Pony. I watched maybe the first 3 seasons, and I did like it. I liked it as a concept. I think when they started focusing on the Cutie Mark Crusaders more, and the much younger ponies, I kinda lost interest, to be honest. But I really respected Friendship is Magic a lot. Lauren Faust used to post on DeviantArt, actually. She used to post journals about various things. And she would talk about the development of it, and I really respect the world building she did for Friendship is Magic. Like, turning it into an actual, like, story instead of just a vehicle for toys. Like, don't get me wrong, Friendship is Magic was still a vehicle for toys. Like, Hasbro would give them mandates of, like, a playset they had to show in the show. But the way she put it was, they would always try to find a way to work it organically into the plot, even when it was a toy mandate. And I can really respect that. Because, yeah, you can have cartoons and movies that were made just to advertise something. But that doesn't mean it has to be shit. You can still care about what you're making, even if it's a corporate mandate, you know? Like, look at fucking Barbie. Look at fucking Barbie. Barbie was fan-fucking-tastic. It was perfect. Like, as soon as I saw the trailers for Barbie, I was like, this is going to be a satiric deconstruction, isn't it? I mean, just looking at the fucking director, I could figure that out. But, oh, it was so good. That's how you do a fucking corporate mandate movie and still make it a piece of entertainment. Still give it, like, you know, a meaningful reason to exist. And I'm kind of happy, like, between Barbie and Everything Everywhere All at Once, I'm kind of on board for this era of movies that aren't focused on being realistic. And they're more focused on being earnest and having heart. Like, they'll be silly and goofy, but then they'll also have heart. Because, like, look at Everything Everywhere All at Once. Goofy as shit in places, but it'll have you fucking sobbing by the end. And this sort of, like, goofy movie that isn't worried about being realistic and is a little, like, self-aware and winking to the audience, but has a lot of heart. Yeah, let's have more movies like that. I'm over realism. I think I'm over realism. Barbie is probably your mom's favorite movie. Mine too, actually. I had to take my mom to see Barbie twice, and she has been watching clips on YouTube ever since, every once in a while. I told her, you know it's out on digital, right? You can just fucking buy it, right? Like, So... Your mom took you to see it twice? Oh, that's cute. Yeah, the second time I went, there was, like, a whole family there of, like, mom, dad, and, like, 3 daughters, and they were all, like, dressed in, like, Barbie-themed clothes. Like, he looked like a Ken, and he was, like, dressed like a Barbie. It was very, very cute. It was very, very cute. Dude, I mean, the thing that... What did their little... Oh, their little... Yeah, the little half-breed. But you didn't see Barbie? You should see Barbie. Like, there's one line in it, because, like, I think a lot of people didn't get it, though, because, like, the whole movie is basically about the 2 points of view, that Barbie is feminist, and Barbie is anti-feminist, right? And then in the middle, there's Barbie, who, at the end of the day, is just a simple little dolly who didn't ask for all the scrutiny. And I think that was the best approach, in the end. You know, you're reminded in so many places that she's just a doll, guys. She's just a doll. She didn't ask for this. You know? You have the mom who was on the side of, like, you know, Barbie is important. Barbie is important to show girls they can be anything. You know, Barbie is my comfort thing. And then you have the daughter on the other side who's like, Barbie set feminism back 50 years. You know, Barbie sucks. And you have those two extremes playing against each other in the mother and daughter, which was very smart. And what I was building up to was, like, my favorite fucking line in the movie that made me realize, yeah, this movie is also a shitpost. It has heart, it has a good message about feminism, but it's also a shitpost. Which is great. So after Barbie meets the daughter, and the daughter goes on this big rant about how she set back feminism, she thinks this woman is just a crazy woman who thinks she's Barbie, so she's being mean to her. But she's like, you set back feminism and this and that, and then she calls her a fascist. And then Barbie runs off crying. And we see Barbie later, and she's sitting there still crying, and she goes, she thinks I'm a fascist? But I don't control the railroads or the flow of commerce. It's so good. Oh yeah, casting Margot Robbie, also perfect. Margot Robbie goes from playing Harley Quinn to playing fucking Barbie. I mean, god damn, girl. What an icon and what range. I feel bad about the Suicide Squad movies because Margot Robbie was perfect fucking casting for Harley Quinn, and Viola Davis was perfect fucking casting for Amanda Waller, and the movies kinda suck. You know, they could have been so great. They deserved way better movies. Yeah, I heard Margot Robbie's actually gonna go focus on producing for a while. She says she thinks everyone's probably sick of seeing her after Barbie. And it's like, you know what? Fair enough. Go take a break. Not enough. Not enough. Oh yeah, Barbie was fan-fucking-tastic. Like I knew it was gonna be a satiric deconstruction just from the trailers. I knew what it was gonna be going in. I didn't expect it to give like Ken such a character arc though. I kind of loved that. Like I love Ken's song, that whole scene where it's just a bunch of grown men all battling each other with fucking hobby horses and fucking, you know, suction cup dart guns and ribbons and shit. That is like the funniest thing ever put to film. Like the second time we went and saw it, I was paying more attention to the guys in the background during that scene to see what they were doing, and it was so funny. And it's actually, damn it, I should have mentioned this to my brother, because we were talking about how rare it is to see comedies played straight. Like the joke is everything is being treated so seriously, and that is kind of what the Barbie and Kens were like in Barbie. Like the comedy isn't how seriously they're treating everything. You know? Yeah, his Mojo Dojo Casa house. Like, you don't need to say dojo or house. It's like those words all mean the exact same thing. Oh, and fucking... what's his face there who played Ken? God damn it, why am I forgetting his name? Ryan Gosling, oh my god. Yeah, at first I thought he was a little too old too, but as soon as I saw him acting as Ken, I was like, oh no, okay, yeah, this man understands the assignment. I can't draw this hand very well right now. I was like, this man completely understands the assignment he has been given. He is going to be perfect, and he was. He was so fucking good. He was so fucking good. And I loved the little bitchy rivalry between him and Simu Liu Ken. They were both really funny. Oh, I'm glad my laughter is contagious. Good. You should laugh more. Laughing is good for you. I'm like a very cynical person, but I also like to laugh, so it's a weird dichotomy I have. I'm a walking contradiction. Maybe I'm a fusion. Somebody did joke the other day that a fusion of Jasper and Spinell would just be me, and I was like, hey, you don't gonna be calling my ass out like that, alright? Am I shipping two characters I relate to? Gee, I don't know, that would be a little narcissistic, wouldn't it? What, Skrill? What did you send me now, Skrill? Oh god. It's a real doll? Oh my god. I have to pay for my fucking flat tires right now, but maybe after I have money again, I will buy fucking mink coat Ken. That's one of my favorite lines of the movie too. This Simu Liu Ken down there going, "No man, you're so cool. You look so cool." Oh, that movie is so good. We need more movies that are just fun like that. And you could tell everyone who was working on it was having a good time. Everyone was having fun. There was probably a lot of ad-libbing going on. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, fucking President Barbie and Will Ferrell ad-libbed a lot of their lines. And they just left them in the movie. You could just kind of tell when it's an ad-lib sometimes, but it's so good. Will Ferrell definitely was probably just ad-libbing the shit out of his entire role. I bet that line where he's like, you know, he's like, I've always been passionate about the dreams of little girls in the least creepy way possible. Oh, it's so good. I want to rewatch Barbie now. God damn it. There's 2 direct-to-video specials of Barbie produced by Deke. I've seen some clips of, like, one of the Barbie cartoons that's actually, like, really funny. Like, surprisingly so for something that's, like, aimed at preschoolers, you know? Hang on. Let me just play that clip, because, like, they made my girl Midge a fucking icon. Midge is my favorite Barbie friend.
Do you have anything a little more gentle on the taste buds? I've got a PB&J on whole wheat. Whole wheat? You know I don't eat spicy food.
Midge, why are you so white? That is so funny. Like, again, just because you're making something for, like, preschoolers, or you're making something that's a commercial product to advertise something, you can still make it good. Midge was always. I was a little upset that they kind of portrayed it like Midge was only ever a pregnant doll. I thought the redhead was gonna be like Midge when I first saw it. I thought the other Barbies were gonna be like the Barbie friends. But I guess it's fair that you have like every woman be Barbie. That was funnier too, you know. But like Midge wasn't only a pregnant doll. And the controversy behind that was even funnier than they portrayed it as. So what happened was they had the pregnant Midge doll, and she was sold separately from the husband and other child doll. So a bunch of people raised a stink that because they only saw the pregnant doll alone, and she didn't have a wedding ring. A bunch of the like media watchdogs at the time made a big stink about how you're promoting single motherhood and out of wedlock pregnancy. See, this is how like the old religious Christians acted. And now they've been replaced by Zoomers. Like liberal Zoomers are now the ones acting like this, and it's very confusing to me. But yeah, so they were like, you're promoting unwed pregnancy, Mattel. So they had to go back in and paint a wedding ring on all of these fucking Midge dolls. And then they had to put like a little insert in the box to tell you she does have a husband and son. They are just sold separately. Yep, I didn't know you were artistic. Did you mean artistic or autistic? Because I'm both. If you can't fucking tell by how I speak and my interests. Oh yeah, and Magic Earring Ken is a real doll, by the way, if you didn't know. The first time we saw the movie, my mother and I were both fucking dying. Because my parents used to be toy collectors. They used to deal in collectibles before the eBay days. So, we were always familiar with lots of old dolls and stuff. And even dolls that were collectibles at the time. My parents mostly dealt in old G.I. Joes from the 60s. We did Barbie, too, a bit. So, Magic Earring Ken is a real fucking doll. He wasn't just a joke made up for the movie. And he was supposed to be, like, a cool, like, clubbing guy? But either whoever did this accidentally went to a gay club, or they knew exactly what they were doing. And they snuck it past the executives. Because you got Ken with one earring in the left ear, and a fucking cock ring on his necklace, and a mesh shirt. You get the implications there. So after Mattel realized that this was obviously a gay clubbing twink Ken, they pulled it, of course. So he became very collectible. So my mother and I were very familiar with that doll. So when he popped up in the movie, we were just like, we were dying. And probably no one else in the movie knew why nobody else in the theater probably knew why we were laughing so fucking hard. Good times, good times, good times. Yeah. The only Barbie I have left is, Goddess of the Moon Barbie. And I'll just show you a picture of her online because I'm lazy. It's the only one I've kept. It's a special edition Barbie designed by the fashion designer Bob Mackie, and I just think it's a very pretty doll. So I've kept it all this time. I'm trying to find a bigger fucking picture of her. Oh, there we go. That's good. I have this one, Goddess of the Moon Barbie, completely covered in sequins. And again, like I said, I just think it's a really pretty doll. And she's not worth much anymore because eBay kind of also destroyed the collectibles industry. Because all of a sudden, you didn't have to schlep from trade show to trade show across different states. All of a sudden, things weren't so rare anymore. And then there was like 50 other of these floating around, you know. So I had a bunch of the weird ones though. I had a bunch of the specials. I had like Civil War nurse Barbie, and I had like colonial Barbie, and a few of the historical ones. I had a Chinese princess Barbie. There were a few like that. There was like African Princess Barbie and Chinese Princess Barbie. I wonder why I bought those. I wonder why young little lesbian me bought those. I had all the kinds of women on my shelf. That didn't sound creepy at all. Is Moonlight Cookie Barbie real? I don't know. If you can name a Barbie, it's probably fucking real. You like that 70s art style? Better than the Hanna-Barbera Ruby filmation, yeah. Redell mentioned the movie was real. Yes, yeah, I didn't know about Sugar Daddy Ken. I think he was pulled off the shelves even faster than fucking Magic Earring Ken. And the way they implied they're a couple was also very funny. Like an old gay dandy with his little Twinkie boy toy. Oh, it's good shit. It's good shit. Barbie is so good. And again, the movie does not take itself that seriously. It has a lot of heart and a lot of good messages. But it does not take itself very seriously at all. I think the guard should be on this side, maybe. I don't know. Again, I'm very bad at the sword grip. Mojo Jojo Ken is selling for $75. But on the plus side, it ships to Poland. Grail, look on Polish eBay, I keep telling you. Look on eBay in your own country first. You might be able to find it, like, not like $40 shipping. Skrill is Polish, if y'all didn't know. I did mention this last time. Skrill and I got to meet up in New York in April. Last April. That was a good fun time. Skrill was visiting New York, and New York City is not that far from me. I took the train. We had real New York bagels in New York. It was great. And we saw the Mario movie. Oh, the one that has the TV in the chest? I actually do remember that one. I didn't have it, but I remembered it. I was like, damn, that is a deep cut! And we had ramen, yeah. So, when we were in New York, us and our other friend, Bryce, like, me and Bryce went walking around the block. And I spotted this little, tiny, hole-in-the-wall ramen place. And I said, you know what? It is always those little, independent, hole-in-the-wall places in cities that have the best food. Let's go check it out. And I went in, and they had some of the best goddamn ramen I've ever had. And so we went there, like, 3 times, because I had to bring Skrill and her friends back there, and said, no, you guys have to come to this ramen place. It's really fucking good. I kept bringing them business and gave them a good review on Google, so... That was my contribution. Yeah, no, seriously, same thing goes for, like, we have, like, one big city in my state. Same thing goes there. If you're walking around Providence, look for, like, the little hole-in-the-wall sandwich deli places. Those will always have the best fucking food you've ever tasted in your life. So, alright, I got Spinel inked. I've made some progress. I'm not getting as distracted this week. And one thing, actually, I should explain this now that I have more people here. I started using vector layers a little while ago in Clip Studio. The convenient thing about vector layers is it feels and looks exactly like drawing in raster, but every stroke you put down becomes its own vector path that you can then adjust. Fantastic. And then you can use this little tool over here to adjust the line width if you need to, or shrink it. The line too thick. Oh, you can just kind of trim that out a little bit there. Then, with the vector eraser, you can erase just up to the cross-sections of lines. Oh, look, the sword is crossing over her hair a bit. Well, bloop, I can just touch it and get rid of that. This is why I say Clip Studio is the fucking best. It has, Clip Studio has a really high learning curve, but it's worth it. Oh, here's the thing, Gray Skies. You don't need the XE edition of Clip Studio. The Pro edition has everything the XE edition has. The only difference with the XE edition is that it has professional publishing things. So, like, you know, publish to Webtoon, publish to PDF, having story management. I only have EX myself, because I got grandfathered in from Manga Studio 5 when a different company bought it and changed the name. So, how much is the Pro version? Let me check this actually. See if I'm not talking out my ass. What about... They were pixelated when you zoom in? Oh yeah! Because vector paths don't get pixelated because they're vector paths. Well, it looks a little pixely on here because I'm zooming in real far. But you can expand them without losing any quality because it's not raster, it's vector. Vector is basically when a computer tells the screen to make a certain path of color and it doesn't use pixels. That's how I explain vector to people. Let me see. Let's go to buy now, Clip Studio, and fuck you, swag bucks, get out of here. Okay, yeah. So, hang on, look at this. It's $50. And you have a free 3.0 update if you buy it now. So it's $50 Pro. And Pro is the only one you need. You do not need EX. You don't need AX at all. EX is for like teams, EX is for studios, EX is for businesses. You don't need that. All the possible tools you need are in the $50 one. All the 3D objects, the clone, like all the tools. The only thing is you can't do story management and you can't publish to Webtoon. But if you weren't going to do that anyway, you don't need to pay the $200. Yeah, and it goes on sale constantly. Like, sign up for email alerts, because it goes on sale constantly. And yes, it's a one-time purchase. It's a one-time purchase. So the thing they're doing now, they're doing sort of a hybrid subscription that you don't have to have all the time to use the program. Basically now, going forward, you basically pay like a $14 year-long season pass for all the updates to the program. So what you can do is you can wait until there's an update you actually want, and then pay your yearly fee, and then get all the updates before that, and all the updates until your subscription runs out. And then you can just not pay until there's another feature you want. And I think that's a pretty good middle ground. Because obviously, this sort of season pass payment lets them, you know, keep going and developing the program more, because they need to pay people. You know. I think that's pretty fair, so you don't have to pay monthly. You can pay $14 for 1 year of updates, and then if you don't need the updates for a while, don't pay. And you can still use the program. It's great. And the asset store is very robust. A lot of people put up stuff for free. It's got a really good community. And it's basically the best thing for illustration and comics out there, honestly. So, no, it doesn't all cloud save. The cloud saves are nice because I do have it on my iPad too. So if I'm working on something and I decide, well, I'll have time on my break at work today to work on it, I'll just upload it to my cloud and download it on my iPad and work on it. Or I'll work on it in bed on my iPad, or I'll work on it outside on my iPad, and then put it back in the cloud, and when I come back to my computer, download it again with all the work I've done, and have it on my computer again. So it's great, actually. It's Photoshop that forces you to save to the cloud. Like, Photoshop's first option is always the fucking cloud, and not my local hard drive. And I really hate that. And I'm honestly starting to think of weaning off Adobe products altogether. Because, like, the only reason I use Photoshop and Premiere is because I know them. You know? I could learn GIMP, and I could learn Sony Vegas instead. You know? I just have to actually do it. It's a little hard for me to learn a new program. Like, I get overwhelmed very easily looking at programs. Like, I opened... Like, somebody loaned me a copy of Spine Pro to see if I like it before spending $300 on it, and I've taken, like, a few looks at it and just given up immediately. So I'm gonna have to look at some tutorials. And I have been thinking of making a VTuber, because why not? And I have a buddy who can put all the animation and programming together for me if I give her the file. Or them the file. I forgot who it was who told me this. I have to look it back up. But... So I just have to look at how to make a PSD for a VTuber correctly, so I can give it to her to animate for me. Of course, I'm gonna pay her. But again, that might be a little off since I mentioned it at the start of the stream. I hit a fucking pothole under the snow yesterday on the side of the road, and I was going like 35 miles an hour, and it shredded my front tire and flattened the back one. So. Yeah, might be a little bit till I could pay for a VTuber. I'll probably make a Sai-chan. Actually, Skrill, who's in the chat right now, Skrill drew this little Sai-chan face I use. I liked this better than my own style, apparently. So I would probably do it kind of my style. Probably my style mixed with SU style, which is kind of how I draw Sai-chan anyway. Sai-chan is officially what I call my little art sona, my little mascot. I know it's cringe and weeby. You can go to hell. But it would be fun to have a VTuber, I think. It would be a little more dynamic. I was thinking because, ooh, if Skrill wants to draw my VTuber for me. I had been thinking of doing animated GIFs with VideoTube, because you can, which I could do, like, kind of a pseudo VTuber that way, but I might as well just, like, work toward doing an actual VTuber if this person I know can do it for me. So, instead of me trying to learn Life 2D myself, because, dear fucking Christ, another time I opened the program, stared at it for about 10 minutes, and then just closed it again because my brain overheated. So, I am just not good with, like, 3D stuff or stuff like that, but yeah. Skrill updating Sai-chan would be pretty funny, though. I like my little bouncing ping tuber. It is funny, like, just all the little zoom-ins and stuff I do when I edit clips, like, how funny that can be, even though the expression never changes. So, a lot of this is off-panel, so I should stop poking at this. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how she swings at Jasper, so that's just... I'm kind of thumbnailing in my final page here, which is a stupid thing to do. I should have planned this all in thumbnails ahead of time, but when have I ever had a workflow that makes any fucking sense? Never in my life. So, what you guys should most learn from my streams is what not to do as an artist. Honestly. Please do not emulate my bad habits. You have a geography test next week? Oh god, I couldn't tell you where most countries are because I'm very American. A lot of you can probably also tell. Especially with me making fun of Canada so much. Oh, what else is on this layer that I'm picking up so much? It'll be interesting to go look at this VOD later and see if any of this music triggers YouTube. Again, sorry if you hit ads or anything, but, you know, I might as well take advantage of being monetized. You got 36 US states. I think that's more than, oh, and thank you for following. I think that's, more than, a lot of, a lot of Americans would get, so... Or a lot of Europeans. We were talking about this the other day, because I have a lot of European friends. But how Europeans always go like, oh, Americans are so stupid because they don't know European history. And then we ask them to, like, name American states, and it's like, New York City, LA, Florida, and everything else is Texas. You know? Which is always very funny to me. Everywhere in the US is just Texas if it's not New York or California or Florida, it's just Texas. And New York, of course, includes, like, all of New England. Hello, Super Will. You know it wasn't EX. Kind of dumb for not remembering what CSP you bought. Well, like I said, buy the $50 one. You do not need Clip Studio Paint EX unless you're going to be working with a professional team. And even then, you can upgrade if you ever need the EX. So buy the $50 one. It's a great deal, and you'll have all the updates to right now. I don't think even I have 3.0 right now, because I have to pay for it. So or like I said, it goes on sale all the time, like constantly. I'm getting emails from them saying we have a sale, we have a sale. So and a lot of times I try to shout it out on Twitter when that happens. Oh, thank you, Alan. I'm glad you guys find me funny. My friends were all like, we're not lying to you, you know, you're very funny. You're actually funny, Sai. Oh, Emosite CC has been trying to get me to be a YouTuber for like 3 years now. So, I said to her, I said, I think you have a voodoo doll of me and you made this happen. You got your way finally, Emo. I hope you're happy. I do want to do a video with Emo, because a while back she wanted to, She wanted to make me guess, like, modern Pokemon games. I would, like, not know any of them, probably. Like, I might have gleaned a few ones from Pokemon Go, but that's about it. I don't know shit about Pokemon. So, I could make that a video with her, because that would be pretty fucking funny, actually. She's also a very popular artist that people love when she makes shitpost videos. She has a video, let me see if I can find it, and then play it on stream. She has a video she made ages ago, where she was, like, dubbing over Pinkie Pie's singing and singing off-key really badly on purpose. And then she forgot the fucking lyrics. And I think I could find it on YouTube by searching her name, and I forgot the words. I forgot the lyrics. I'm gonna embarrass Immo today, like she always embarrasses me. Yes! I found it! So this is the person, let me pause my music actually. Who was texting me on fucking, it's White Diamond server texting me. Okay. On Discord. Alright, so this is the person I want to do a video collab with.
My name is Pinkie Pie, and I am here to say, how you doing? I'm gonna make you smile, and I will brighten up your day.
I don't know why this is so
It
funny.
doesn't matter how, what's up? If you are sad or blue, howdy, 'cause cheering up, my friend, is just what Pinkie's here to do. 'Cause I like to make you smile, smile, smile. Yes, I do.
It actually goes off the rails.
'Cause all I really need is a smile, smile, smile. From these happy friends of mine. Please smile, I'm dying. My name.
That's Emmo's challenge. You might know her as a fan artist. She draws lots of sad Simon King man, and lots of sad Blue Ghost man, and lots of just everything. Emma, where's your fucking media tab? Oh, there we go. She has 43,000 followers on Twitter. What the fuck, Emma? Jesus Christ. She's the meme queen. She breaks the internet every time she fucking uploads something. It's crazy. It's fun to hang out with. So anyway, I want to do a video with her. She makes me guess Pokemon. that is what I... All the chorus and theater kids are dying inside. Well, guess what? I was a chorus kid. And yes, I am dying a little bit, but it's also very funny. I was one of those little assholes singing Christmas music at the mall. That was me. Back then, I was a high soprano. I am not anymore. Damn it, I didn't make it a vector layer. God, I suck today. I think I'm still a little sick. Still a little sick. I'm dealing with the problem with my tires. I'm dealing with my brother being in town. That's not something to deal with, really. Unless we're gonna get into a sibling fight. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to make a point about him earlier. I should have told him to fucking watch Barbie. Because we were talking about how rare it is to see fucking comedies played straight these days. Where the humor is how seriously all the characters are taking the situation. So, I think I don't know. My brother has snobby taste in movies sometimes. Like, it's weird, because we have very similar tastes and very, like, similar senses of humor, but then we diverge, like, greatly in certain areas. Like, my brother's sense of humor is way more corny and punny than mine. And he gets on my ass for not liking the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. Do I understand Five Nights at Freddy's lore? Kind of? I'm more of a casual Freddy's fan. Like, I know fan artists for it, and I've seen the movie, and I've watched Marky Moo stream them. And I did watch Gibby, who now changed his name to the Lore Cattle Ranch, I think. Gibby did a wicked long video on FNAF lore, and he, like, dispelled some of the Matt-Patisms, and a lot of what he explained made a lot more sense to me than a lot of the common fandom lore, so I would search out that video, if you're curious. He was usually a dude who covered Christian. So that's why I was aware of it. But, he's a Lord Cattle Ranch now. Or did he have that on Gibby Good Idea, Bad Idea? Oh, yeah, he did, I think. That's where Gibby comes from. He has 2 channels. 'Cause you have to have 2 channels on YouTube because you can't. You have to fucking please the algorithm at all times and upload similar things. If you upload anything different, it just fucks with everything. Anyway, here we go. Found it. If you go to Gibby's Good Idea, Bad Idea. There's this fucking 9-hour Five Nights at Freddy's lore video that I've watched twice. So yeah, it's really good, guys. Go watch that. So, but seriously, a lot of his theorizing made a lot more sense to me than some of the common fanon. So, how rare is it to see a movie that's generally just fun nowadays, right? I know what Undertale is. Of course I do. Sans is like my spirit animal. I put Sans over my face at one point in the video, where I said I'm a miserable person just like Lily, but I'm the kind of miserable person who becomes a comedian. All right, it's almost 4:30. I'm gonna take a break because I need more water and I need to feed my animals. And I think we'll go a little longer today. If you guys are up for it, I'm up for it. Even though my voice is kind of going, so we'll probably go like another half hour or so, maybe. I don't know. I'm also going to experiment with running an ad when I go BRB, so I apologize ahead of time for that. Bye! When you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? I like this song. Yeah, it's Pompeii, played by, cellos. So, at my job, my day job, I work at a dog breeder. We play classical music for the dogs all day. And for a while, we had these little machines that would play Pandora, which stick it on, like, a classical Pandora station, and all these, like, fucking instrumental covers of pop songs would keep coming on, and they get stuck in my fucking head. I went and bought some of them, and I play them on stream, and encourage you to buy them as well. This is a band called Simply 3. They're actually really fucking good. The same band made Believer a good song. It was pretty impressive. Or was that Vitamin Quartet? I can't play Vitamin String Quartet anymore because that's a no-no for monetization, apparently. So I'm gonna have to get a little more clever about my music. Though, if you are a YouTuber who makes music, like, link me. I'll check it out. Because, like, Nemo's Dreamscapes and Dated, who I both play on here a lot, YouTubers. Especially Dated. He's Ill-Advised Records. I highly fucking recommend his shit. Let's pick up Distracted Vision one more time. Ill-Advised Records. Everybody go check this guy out, especially if you like dark, ambient, and you like, especially if you like lo-fi music that's a little screwed, you know, just a little ugly, just a little discordant. I've been really into that shit lately. And so this guy, he uploads mixes of all his songs on his YouTube channel, but he also sells his albums on iTunes. So I bought a bunch of those, and he also will sell his stuff on, like, cassette tape and things. Like, I think he has a shirt collection too. But he also, like, he'll sell cassette tapes and art and stuff, so this guy's pretty fucking cool. He has a couple of videos that are, like, readings of Lovecraft books set to his lo-fi music, and he has a very distinct voice. It's good shit. It's really good shit. I highly recommend this guy. Ill-Advised Records. So... I don't sound like Sai. Yeah, sorry, Frankie Crafts. I'm still recovering from COVID, unfortunately. So my voice isn't entirely back to normal. I've been coughing more now than I did, like, a week ago at the height of the fucking virus. The first time I ever had it, too. Like, my sense of taste still isn't back to normal either. It's really weird. So what you're hearing is me with my, my nose still stuffed up a bit, and with my throat ravaged by mucus. So, I'm gonna sound a little off still, but hopefully next week I will be, might have to do some fucking voice exercises at this rate. It's getting a little concerning, but, yeah, so hopefully next week my voice will be fucking back to normal. I'm gonna call you, got sick. I told him it was COVID, he said it wasn't, and he hugged me. Oh, I love Electric Swing Chorus. Dude, Electric Swing Chorus is like half my Spinel backing track now. I started collecting a lot of electro swing. I was playing Swing Growers a lot too, but I got copyrighted for that. Eventually, I'm gonna make a Spotify list of like all of this electro swing I have collected while working on Switcheroo AU. I definitely want to make that. I want to make like a little cover image for it first though, so it's just getting around to it. But I do want to make a Spotify of just like all of my my electro swing music I've collected, because I like sharing music. That's why I like playing music that I know on stream instead of just playing like some generic ass royalty free music. But you know, you can trace it all the way back to Metallica and Napster for why music use is so fucking draconian on the internet. Go read about Napster sometimes, kids. It was a wild fucking story. Of course, it looped all the way back around, because Kaiser made me aware a while ago that Metallica did a live concert on Twitch, and they got muted themselves, and had their fucking track replaced with a MIDI. And it's like, you know what? That's everything you fuckers deserve. The state of fucking using music on the internet. That is entirely your fucking fault. Oh yeah, her motif is definitely electro swing, and a lot of times when I'm working on certain characters or stories, I kind of assign a musical genre to it. You know, so like some people remember my old webcomic, Tides of Tir Na Na. I would listen to a lot of Flogging Molly when I worked on that. I still love Flogging Molly. They're like, I can't play them on stream, obviously. They're like Celtic alternate rock. Kind of like Dropkick Murphys, but I like them a little better than Dropkick Murphys. So, I have not heard the Dixie Biscuit Electro Swing version. I will have to look that up later. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm getting hit for copyright on a lot of music now on YouTube. It was okay on Twitch, but YouTube's even worse. But yeah, when I'm brainstorming Switcheroo, I'm usually listening to my electro swing mix. And I definitely have some songs I associate with the characters pretty strongly. There's at least a couple of electric swing Turkish songs that are basically my Jaspinell songs. I'm not gonna tell you which ones. You can figure that out when I put up the playlist. But yeah, even better because you know there's two female voices singing. Trying to keep up with that now. Hey, Charles Entertainment Cheese, a live streamer. Did they? They have like a. Oh my god, did they have like an AI controlled VTuber Chuck E. Cheese? That would be amazingly nightmarish. Like I did say earlier, I'm very neutral on AI, and I'm very kind of an asshole centrist on it. But I am also very cognizant of where this AI tech is going to lead us in bad ways, and I do not think the average person is equipped to handle the levels of unreality we're about to enter as a species. So it's going to be an interesting next 15 years or so, guys, so buckle the fuck in. I am having a hard time predicting what is even going to happen in the world and what is going to happen with technology. Hell, my friend Matt showed me a VR helmet the other day that's like so pared down. It was like technology I thought we were at least another 5 years away from. Oh, hang on, something came up. I'm gonna have to go BRB again. I will not play an ad this time, I promise. Bye.
The pot party, the trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as the cars.
Okay, I'm back for real this time. Oh, speaking of dated, this is some of his music you've been listening to. So again, if you like this creepy, depressing, semi-distorted, ambient, dark electronica, you will like his music. You have to have very specific taste, though. Can't handle Twitter, we can't handle AI. You're not wrong. I mean, Twitter's already half bots anyway. I always get the thought bots favoriting my fucking tweets, and I think someone's like, I'm there thinking like, oh good, somebody gave me a heart to tell me I'm like wicked smart, and then I look and it's just a fucking bot saying like, ooh, I'm looking for my soulmate, heart emoji, sunflower emoji, whatever, and I'm like, oh. But yeah, it actually kind of scares me how good the vocal AI got so quickly, to be honest. I saw somebody jokingly use AI to redub Dragon Maid the other day because of that whole fiasco. I don't know how many of you know about that. Or I guess, there's been localizers in anime, like, shoving American politics into anime lines where they don't belong, and it's really immersion breaking. And honestly, I don't even like Dragon Maid. I think Dragon Maid is disgusting. It's just an otaku bait app show written by someone who has literally done like Lolicon and Shotokan fiction. So yeah, fuck that. But at the same time, this translator deciding that they were going to have the busty dragon chick say a line about patriarchy is just like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, like that just, like, people who are watching for a story are just dragged completely the fuck out of it. Why would she say that line? You know, why would she say that in a casual conversation? People do not talk like this in real life. People do not talk in real life the way they talk on Twitter. You know, do you understand this? If somebody used AI of the voice actors in that scene to, like, completely redub the scene to prove that that line could have been better. And it's like, it was seamless, and it's like, holy shit. And I was talking to a friend of mine who does VR, and he actually, he uses a voice changer in VR because he plays as a female avatar, and he was sick of being harassed, so he just gave himself a female voice too. I think he initially was like basing it off like Ariana Grande or something. So he's taken like all these different AI voices and kind of cobbled them together into his own unique like AI voice that changes his voice in real time, and most people can't tell. I mean, I can tell because I've known him for like fucking 20 years and can tell it's his cadence, you know, but it's pretty convincing. So now people think he's like a 20-something college girl and leave him the fuck alone because all the nerds are too afraid to flirt with him because they think he's a young girl. And all the people that would run up to him calling him the F slur because he was in a female avatar, like, don't even notice him and leave him alone. So, this is what he does now. But he told me that it only takes like half an hour of audio to make a convincing AI voice. And now I've heard it takes even less. And that's scary as shit. You know, like people are not gonna understand when something's fake anymore. You know? Oh, it was the dub VA? Oh, was it actually the VA? I thought it was AI. Okay, maybe I was misinformed. But, even so, the first time I shit my pants hearing an AI voice was the fucking Frank Sinatra cover of the Five Nights at Freddy's fan song. Because that fucking sounded like I was like, if I played this for somebody who didn't know anything about FNAF or AI and told them it was like an actual Frank Sinatra song, they'd fucking believe me. This sounds that convincing. Crazy. That was the first time I went, oh my god, I can't tell that this is AI, and that bothers me, because I usually have a pretty good ear for that shit. People do not talk like that they do in anime, and if they do, Japanese are... No, yeah, I mean, anime, like anything else, it's dialogue. And Japanese acting, especially, is much more theatrical than, American acting. It's still very stage-like, kind of like early... Like, you see a lot of early American movies from, like, you know, the 50s and 60s, and the people are kind of overacting because they're still used to stage acting. So, Japanese acting, especially voice acting, is still kind of like that, where it's very theatrical and it's very archetypal. There's nothing wrong with that, though, but it's just how it is. So no, nobody talks like they fucking do in anime, but the point is, the conversation at least has to be fucking believable, or it's just gonna drag you right out of the fucking show. which is what, you know, I was getting sick of those pesky patriarchal standards is. Nobody fucking talks like that. And again, I don't even like Dragon Maid. I think it's gross. But, for fuck's sake. You're there to do a job. You're there to do a job of translating this work and making it understandable to English speakers and making it sound like natural speech. You are not there to insert your opinions. You know, even if I agree with your opinions, you're not there to insert your opinions. You know? You're there to do your fucking job. And this attitude just astounds me. It drives me crazy. This utter lack of professionalism. It's like the people that, like... It's like the Disney people and executives and stuff that are basically hostile toward, like, old fans of things. Like, oh, we bought this property, and now we're gonna do it our way. And the old fans are just mad because they're all a bunch of racists and sexists. And it's like, no, the old fans are mad because you're, like, fucking changing everything and disrespecting it. And also, those fans are your customers. Those are the people that gave the thing you just bought value in the first place. Why are you antagonizing the people who would give you money? What is wrong with you? You know? I just don't understand this attitude that that people have in like the wider industries and stuff. And it sounds like the dog's barking. Eminals, please relax. Barking at something outside. It doesn't take much. Here's a weird noise. You see something different on the ground. She has to bark at it. Oh yeah, DTF 234. I do know that. Actually, hang on. Another video I want to recommend. I can't remember the... I know I'm gonna find it. Here we go, Sarah Moon. That's who it was. Sarah Moon. Sarah Moon has some very interesting videos on localization. This was the first one I watched. She explains the necessity of localization and changing context and changing the wording of things in order to make it more understandable and make it more natural speech and stuff. I had more of appreciation for the localization and translation process after I watched this video. So I do highly recommend Sarah Moon's video, Japanese BoJack Horseman, Understanding Adaptation. Very, very good video. So shout out to Sarah Moon there. I'm just telling you to go watch other people besides me because they're better at making videos than I am. Maybe I'll get better, we'll see. Part of the reason I didn't want to become a fucking YouTuber is because all the editing work, and I'm an amateur editor who has no idea what the fuck I'm doing. The Funnies teams. Funny mean Funimation. It is funny that Funimation used to be awful, and then they were like the best localizers, and now they're awful again. So yeah, it's great. It's great. You know, redemption arc, and then back to villain arc, I guess. So, little Crevo. And then Jaden and his friend eat some pastries. Eat some pastries, probably was like, right? Fucking jelly donuts. Fucking jelly donuts and Pokemon. I think that was 4Kids though. Like, Funimation used to be as bad as 4Kids. Like, don't let them forget their history. Don't let them forget that they were so afraid to say the word death in fucking Dragon Ball Z. We got lines of characters yelling about how they're gonna send each other to the next dimension. Oh god, the old Dragon Ball dub is pretty fucking memeable though. Like, so many of those dubisms are just like seared into our brains. Let's not forget Heffel! How can we forget Heffel? Fucking Team 4 Star made a whole fucking series out of Heffel and it's great. Yeah, so there's a whole filler episode where Goku is running on, he's running on this long road, to go see Kaio-sama, so he can learn new techniques while he's dead, you know, because Dragon Ball. And while he's running on the Snake Road, he falls into hell during a filler episode. And the whole episode doesn't matter. It's a filler episode. It doesn't matter. You know, they could have just cut the episode in fucking entirely and nothing would have changed. But instead of doing that, they go into the episode where there's two ogres who have hell written on their fucking shirts. So they changed it to HFIL. They went and repainted it as HFIL, which they said stands for the Home for Infinite Losers. They went through all this fucking trouble when they could have just cut the episode because it was filler and it did not matter. It's one of the most bizarre decisions in anime dubbing. It's kinda great though. Oh yeah, and Uranus and Neptune being cousins. Yeah, that is one of my favorites. It's like, I was like, oh, let's explain Haruka and Michiru's closeness by saying they're cousins. And then every American kid was like, why are these two cousins, like, clearly fucking? Like, even though they cut out any scenes of the two of them, like, kissing or anything, it was still, like, no, they're clearly fucking, though. Like, these two are clearly a couple. Oh yeah, Hiffle was a real thing. It wasn't just a joke Team 4-Star made up. It was a real fucking thing in the original Dragon Ball English dub that was aired on, like, Fox TV. That was the Ocean dub. Had a lot of those, fucking Dragon Ball Z Abridged references so much of the early, like, dub censorship. It's so funny way, like, they blew up the cargo robot! And the cargo was people! Because that's how they explained away Nappa blowing up a helicopter. They had to tell us that it was an unmanned fucking, cargo robot. And, like, people just totally just didn't die on screen right now. Even though we could all tell that's what was happening. It's so good. Don't forget, I see their parachutes. They're okay. Like, no fucking such thing on screen at all. It's like how Power Rangers always had to tell us, like, oh, the big kaiju battle that ruined the city took place in the empty warehouse district, so nobody died. Phalus has a very good video on all the DBZ censorship that I highly recommend. And I was talking to my brother about that too, about DBZ Abridged, because I didn't know if he was aware of it or not, and apparently he is. Because me and him were both huge Dragon Ball fans. I think he found out about it in, like, elementary school. This would have been, like, 1992, 93 or so. And so, I forget what kid told him about it, but then he told me about it. And then every Sunday morning, I'd get up extra early, and I'd go over to my old CRT TV, which was fairly new at the time, and I'd fuck around with the antenna to get in the local, like, Fox 12 station, so my little brother and I could watch Dragon Ball Z. That's a very nostalgic memory for me. So this was before even Toonami, actually. This was before even Toonami that we knew about Dragon Ball. So, oh yeah, Razor, I talked about that earlier. It'll be in the VOD. I might make a clip out of it, we'll see. But yeah. Power just constantly teleporting that one empty quarry in New Zealand all the time. It was always, like, so funny, too, when it, like, obviously changed between, like, the American footage and the Japanese footage. Oh, fucking Power Rangers. Early dubbing. But yeah, no, right, I was gonna say, the fucking deepest cut joke in Dragon Ball Z Abridged is when they cut to one of the news programs, and, like, the fucking Rush Limbaugh guy on screen is like, well, I know the libs are gonna throw a fit about this one, but this is just what happens when you elect a dog as king.
It's just not fair. Like she is.
And that is a real thing. That is a real fucking thing. That is a real fucking thing. If you didn't know, if if you didn't fucking know, hang on, I'm getting a picture. In Dragon Ball Z, one of the most influential works in modern history, the King of Earth is a dog man named King Furry. He's king of the entire Earth. I don't know how that works, but it's Akira fucking Toriyama. Well, just the fact that they implied he was elected is also very funny. I know he's not, like, actually elected. Is it racist to call the king a son of a bitch? Yeah, that feels another one of their background jokes, wasn't it? It's good. They were saying that in the commentary recently, where like every time they showed a news program in a bridge, they just decided like it was just gonna be like some heavily conservative Fox News type of station, just for no reason, just as a running gag, you know. Which I appreciate. Prize Pokemon even aired all the cross-dressing. Yeah, giving James a very fruity voice in Pokemon was good. So, now, I was saying this the other day in Discord, actually, that James and Jesse in Pokemon are an example of very good localization, because basically those characters were their dub version was basically invented by the localized writers, you know? I don't think they're very similar to how they actually are in Japanese. So, those are, like, basically original characters to the Pokemon dub, which is kind of great, in a way, actually. Because they're wonderful. I love Jesse and James. Even though I'm not that into Pokemon, I love Team Rocket because I love very incompetent, very ineffectual villains who are absolutely convinced that they are the main hero's arch nemesis. I like that trope a lot, and they're like one of the best examples of it. Oh, they are some of the funniest characters ever put into fiction, honestly. That's why they keep surviving the show. Like, they're more popular than the show itself, because they're just so fucking iconic. And they're so fucking dumb. which is what makes them great. So, but yeah, making James look so fucking, you know, I'm doing a limp wrist right now in real life, so fucking, you know, oh my. Perfect. Yeah, I can see it either way. I can see either Jesse and James as a lesbian and a gay man who have teamed up, or as two bisexuals who are, like, just the most bisexual straight couple ever to exist. I can see it either way, and I applaud either. So, I didn't say, yeah, I know. Well, I mean, they were like classic to Ash's like era of Pokemon, I suppose. So it makes sense. I mean, you can't drag the characters out forever, but we have so much classic stuff with them now, and they precede the show itself. Like, more people know about Team Rocket than they know about the actual Pokemon anime, you know? They're just that kind of character. Kind of like how, like, Doug Dimmadome is, like, such a fucking meme, even with people who have never seen Fairly Odd Parents. Just fucking Doug Dimmadome was so memorable. And I love that. Oh, I have seen the Delia and Jessie stuff. It's very cute. I've seen a lot of that artist's work, actually. It's adorable. I like it. And I like, fucking Ash having to reconcile the fact, like, his former somewhat arch enemy is now dating his mom. And I guess the headcanon the author has is that, I guess the mom had Ash kinda young, so she's like 29, I guess, and Jessie would... Wait, didn't they release Jessie and James's ages recently? And they were a lot older than everybody thought they were. Let's see. Wait a minute. Like, weren't they both like 25 or something? And I was like, I thought they were both like 18, you know, 18 or 19. And I'm like, it's even funnier that they're like 25 and have declared a fucking 10-year-old their arch enemy. Like, that is just pure loser behavior, and it's great. This is why they're such iconic characters. They're such a hot mess. Delia's older than Jessie? But yeah, 29 would be older than her, but not by much. That's like 4 years. I mean, once you're over 25, age differences start getting, like, more acceptable at wider ranges. Yeah, right. Well, you guys were all surprised that I was 40 this entire time, so... A lot of people have, like, commented, like, you're fucking 40, and I'm like, yeah, I'm surprised, too. I have a great magnet on my fridge that says, I'm not 40, I'm 18 with 23 years of experience. So, or however many, I can't do math. My mother's had that magnet since she was 40, and now it's mine. So, yes, Jesse's dating a MILF. I'm just so proud of you, girl. You go get it. But, Energy as Twitter user getting mad at a kid for being more popular than them. Yeah, right? But yeah, just Jesse and James actually being, like, in their mid-20s and, like, have declared this fucking random 10-year-old their fucking arch-nemesis. It's so funny. And the 10-year-old is constantly sassing them and ignoring them because they're completely ineffectual. That's even funnier. They're just complete lovable losers. Who are just so fucking extra for no reason. And that is just fantastic. Their dynamic is amazing. Jasper's hair has to blow majestically in the wind, of course. In the music video Digital Hallucinations? That have something to do with Digital Circus? Maybe, but if not, or if it's a fan thing. Hallucinations. Oh, I see, it's a fan animation. I don't want to watch it right now. It looks pretty cool. But no, I am also a Digital Circus coattail rider, shamelessly. So, actually, I was working on something else earlier. I think I'll show you guys. I made a joke. On Discord the other day about how hip, hiding in public / hiding in public. I mean, / hiding. I said it. God damn it! I said it the same way twice. Hiding in public / hiding in private. I just call him hip now. Because he's got both of those accounts, and I think the private one is becoming more popular, but I've known him as hiding in public, so I was like, he's just gonna look back and see, like, my little gremlin ass hanging from his coattails. So I drew that. I'll probably upload it later. On file low, this is my Sai file, where I draw my Sai drawings. Like, just keep one file for a bunch of different drawings. Weirdo. There we go. That's me hiding in public's coattails. Like the little leech that I am. I'll probably make that a community post too. My friends who you 1v1 me, that's fucking Jasper right there. Hey, I love Jax too. I think I just got my Jax plushie actually. He's still in the bag. I'll have to open that later. Actually, when we were still talking about Digital Circus stuff, we were talking about who would be who on our team. And at first, like, I think either Cougar said he called Jax, or somebody else said he would be Jax, and I said, no. Cougar would be Kane. Because Cougar is like the ringmaster of our chaotic little group. Then he paused for a second, he said, Sai, your ass would be Jax. And I, like, couldn't deny it. I'm like, oh yeah, the purple one that's like a fucking troll to people. And thinks it's funny to mess with people. Yeah, I fucking would be Jax, wouldn't I? Fuck. So I ordered him too. I ordered both him and Pomni. I already have Pomni. She's up there with my RoboFizz plushie. Apparently this is just how I'm supporting indie things now. I'm buying plushies all the time. So I have a bunch now. And Jax is gonna go up with my Tabby plushie and my Salad Fingers plushie. I think he'll be very comfortable being buddies with Salad Fingers. So, I'll take a picture of that later. And yes, I have a Salad Fingers plushie. Because of course I do. Well, Jubal is very sarcastic. But, I'm more sarcastic in a goober way than a dry, angry way a lot of the time. So, I don't know, I think I would be Jax. We'll see. We'll see as these characters develop, I suppose. Well, the one I like best is actually Ragatha, kinda. I gotta relate to her a bit. I like Pomni too, though. Of course, Kinger's fucking iconic. Everyone loves Kinger. I spammed him in Flowey plushie. I don't think Toby Fox needs my fucking support. I don't know. I think he's doing pretty good. I do have a Sans, though. I have a little Sans vinyl toy. I have the little statuette. I'm holding him right now. He's staring into my soul. Like I said, Sans is kind of my spirit animal. You can make of that whatever you will. Undertale was actually one of my first live streams, my first game streams. I think I mentioned that before, and so I had a bunch of randos, and a bunch of them thought I was a teenage boy. Yeah, I'd like to see how Gangle operates. Like, if her mood changes with different masks, because that would be a fun concept. I've only ever seen her as the crying mask. I want to see, like, if you put, like, a crazy... Like, what would happen if you put, like, a crazy face mask on Gangle? Would she just go nuts? Would she turn insane? That would be kind of interesting. Doing genocide? Nah, I can't do genocide because... Well, A, it's really grindy, and B, I would never fucking get past Sans, because I am very bad at Undertale. I swear I'm good at video games, guys! But... Undertale's kind of a bullet hell, and those kind of just make me panic, and so I lost to, like, Papyrus, like, fucking 2 times, and I lost to fucking Mettaton, like, fucking 5 times. I was really bad. I was really, really bad. I didn't have as much trouble with Undyne for some reason. Maybe I was really concentrating for that one, because she scared me. But, Gangle with Majora's Mask! Hang on a second. You know what, Voltrix Studio, I am putting that in my work server as an idea right now. Thank you for that. We'll see if somebody wants to draw that. Where the hell is our Digital Circus chat? God damn it, we have so many goddamn chats. There. I put it in the Cougar McDowell work Discord. You're welcome. I included your username. But yeah, I've watched the Let's Play of the Genocide run. It'll be so if you see Gangle with Majora's Mask on Cougar's channel, it's your fault. Hope you're happy. With Dream's Mask! Oh my god, that's really funny. I'm putting that one in there too. You guys are giving me ideas. Anyway, we'll see what my colleagues think about that. Gangle causes the moon to crash in 3 days. Yeah, Majora's Mask is actually one of my favorite games of all time, too. I don't talk about it as much. I still have it on the N64. I still have a working N64. Because Nintendo hardware, man. I've had that thing since, like, 1996, I think. What was I saying before this, though? I don't know. Digital Circus is awesome, probably. Oh, yeah, I watched, the Genocide run. Yeah, I would never fucking make it past Stan, so I did watch a Let's Play of it. And, of course, if you watch a Let's Play of it, Flowey, like, calls out, like, and any people who may be watching right now, I see you. You know, you're too much of a wuss to do it yourself, huh? I was sitting there like, I feel so attacked right now. I forgot who I watched play it. It might have been Game Grumps. I might have watched Game Grumps' Genocide run. At least that stayed funny, because they were just like... The guy who was playing was crying and suffering the entire time, and the guy who was, like, watching was, like, just torturing him. It was great. You've beaten Genocide, but you have to kill, like, every single enemy to do Genocide, and it's kind of a grind. Another part of me just wouldn't want to do it for that reason, and the fact that I would never be able to fucking beat it. It would just be me and Sans standing in a room together for all of eternity, hating each other. So, that sounds like an awful time. That sounds like a bad time. So... Someday I want to remember the whole Crummy Juncture, fucking meme speech so I can just recite it. That's how I feel these days, you know? Like, You know, it's, you know, if you take one step closer there, buddy, I might just have to snap your diddly darn neck. You know, I've been a little unhinged, for a while, because I'm getting sick of people's behavior on the internet. And I don't think I'm going to get any less, unchill. Ross and Barry? The Undertale characters? Undertale Yellow. Oh, Yellow! Right, that's a fan game, right? Right? Yeah. Or fan mod, or did Toby Fox Christianize it and say it's canon? I don't remember. I haven't even played fucking the next chapters of Deltarune yet. I'm terrible. But I also don't really like the style of game that Undertale is very much, so... But it is fun to play on a stream and entertain people. But, when I do game streaming again, it is, like I said, it is gonna be a lot of stuff I haven't gotten around to playing that I have currently. So... I do want to do Alan Wake 2. I do want to do Hi-Fi Rush. I kind of want to replay Mass Effect, though, at the same time. We got the Legendary Edition for free a while back. There was, like, some weird free promo to get it on Origin. And I was like, alright, yeah, okay, fine. I'll get the Legendary Edition. Why not? Because I only had, I think I had Mass Effect 1 and 2 on Steam, and then 3 on Origin, and that's kind of a pain in the ass. And I did originally play them all on the, Xbox 360, so... There you go, Jasper's looking super hella majestic. So I think I'll go to 5:30, which is like another, like, 10 minutes, basically, but I'm getting kind of hungry. So, oh, I have some Electro Swing left. Again, we'll see what triggers fucking content ID on fucking YouTube. I don't like paring down my music, but also it's like, well, you know, monetizing myself is maybe not too bad. I can get a little money. No, actually, I was thinking about that Drawing with Green, that I should play, Control before I play Alan Wake 2, because I also haven't played that yet, and that is related to the universe of Alan Wake, and I have heard that, like, the original DLC for Alan Wake, American Nightmare, isn't, like, canon anymore, so I probably won't even bother with that. But I love Alan Wake 1. I love it. It's a good game. It could have been great, but... kind of like fell at the finish line, and its pants fell down, and it fell flat on its face before hitting the finish line. So it's a little derpy as a game. Well, let's see if I can read this whole thing now, because you posted it for me. Yeah, hey there, buddy, chum, pal, friend, buddy, pal, chum, bud, friend, fella, brother, amigo, pal, buddy, friend, chummy, chum, pal. I don't mean to be rude, my friend, pal, home slice, dog, but... I missed Fred there. But I gotta warn you, if you take one more diddly darn step right there, I'm gonna have to diddly darn snap your neck, and wowza, wouldn't that be a crummy juncture, huh? Is that what you want? Do you wish upon yourself to come into physical experience with a crummy juncture? Because friend, buddy, chum, pally, chum, pal, friend. Yeah, that's kind of my mood these days. When I have all these people coming on my fucking social media saying, you can't say that, and you can't say this, and blah, 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 and, you know... Doomers everywhere have agreed that we have to talk about this thing in this particular way, and it's like, you know what, fuck off. How about that? How about, you know, appreciate that sometimes people will have different opinions and viewpoints than you, but you can also still like them as a person and be friends with them and enjoy their content. Even if you don't entirely agree on every single goddamn fucking thing in the world. You know, like, everybody needs to calm the fuck down. Because, friend, buddy, chum, pally, pal, chum, friend, if you keep this up, well, gosh, diddly darn, I just might have to get not so friendly with you, my friendly friend, pal. Friend, buddy, chum, pally, friend, chum, buddy. Meet a lily orchid right now. Yeah, if you gotta keep talking that shit over there, I might have to show you a bad time, motherfucker. I don't know. I miss the old internet where we could all just insult each other. And if you acted like a fucking idiot, you got called out. If you're being a pain in the ass, you get your ass called out. And you got your shit kicked in until you learn how to fucking behave yourself. All these people that just, like, come at you like, well, my opinion is this, and you need to change your opinion immediately because blah, 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 blah. And it's like, how about just, like, fuck off? I gotta stop posting on Twitter, but I gotta stop doing it. Everybody on there is fucking crazy. I made the mistake of being a lesbian with an opinion again. Said, like, you know, maybe we shouldn't be calling, like, every, like, female same-sex romance furry. That's a little weird. And then I got bombarded for that. So. Because, oh no, it actually, the genre started by women. It totally did, but it doesn't matter. Like, you know, a lot of guys just draw that stuff to get off on, and, you know, it's a little dehumanizing, and maybe I can have thoughts about this as an actual gay person. But no, apparently not. So... Yeah, right? No, I understand. I mean, I understand. Your brain is still squishy before you're 21. You don't exactly have very good impulse control, and you don't have enough life experience to know just how stupid you fucking are. You know? But... Some of these kids really need to touch grass. Some of these kids really need to be told no for the first time in their fucking lives. You can just tell because of the attitude they cop with people. Again, it probably works with other kids. It probably works with other people in, like, their teens and 20s. But I'm a fucking grown-up. You know, I don't keep track of all your fucking internet slang. I don't keep track of all your fucking discourse. And how you think the world should be and how everyone should talk. You know, and I don't care most of the time. If you can convince me you have a righteous cause, then fine. If you're just talking shit, go away. If you're just running up to me basically saying, "You're not playing right," I will dismiss you. Alright? And, like, part of being an adult is, like, realizing that other people aren't always going to align with your sensibilities and your worldview and your politics, and you have to still coexist with them and be a civil fucking person. You know, that's part of being a grown-up. Sorry. Not like high school where you can just all bully each other. When you bully another adult in the real world, that's called defamation, and you can get fucking sued for it. If you hit another adult, that's battery, and you can get arrested for it. So, you know, maybe learn these things before you fucking turn 18. The grown-up world is very different. And we all had to learn at some point that, hey, other people have different thoughts than us. And that doesn't automatically make them terrible people. And, you know, we can tolerate other viewpoints and other ways of living and all get together in civil society and accomplish things instead of just, like, rabble-rousing at each other and trying to cancel each other. Which just doesn't help anybody except the people who get off on doing it. The internet is forever, and you know what? I am so fucking happy the internet was not like it is now when I was a fucking teenager, because there's so much cringe-ass bullshit I probably would have posted, and I'm so glad I did. Yeah, that's gonna be funny. We're gonna have, like 50 years from now, we're gonna have some guy named, like, Braden, spelled with 2 Ds, running for president, and someone is gonna be, like, bringing up some shit he said on Roblox when he was, like, 13 or something, in his political campaign to smear him. And that is the dystopian hellscape we are rapidly moving toward. Everybody. I guess we have Doomer Sai today. It's probably because I'm hungry. I'm hungry, so I'm turning into a Doomer. For those of you who are new to my streams, I used to only stream on Twitch to like 20 people. I can be kind of a fucking Doomer sometimes, and I can get really cynical about the future sometimes. And I apologize. If I'm getting too heavy for anyone, please just say so. I will pull back and be a goofball again, but I do like a lot of dark things and a lot of existential things, and I am a bit of a realist materialist. Oh, I can't help it. I will get food in 5 minutes. I will end the stream in 5 minutes. I'm doing my fucking Toriyama cliffside inking right now. You can tell I read a lot of Dragon Ball. The way I draw fucking cliffs. Oh yeah, like, people salty about Hazbin Hotel. Like, dear God, I said this on, like, this is gonna be a hot take right at the end of the stream, but I said this on Twitter too. All this shit people, like, say about Vivzy Pop and all the shit they go after her for, it's just misogyny at this point. Like, there's no other real explanation. It's just fucking misogyny and jealousy. But mostly misogyny. Like, but seriously, like, I seriously saw people, like, like, oh, Vivzy Pop favorited a tweet about how social media, lets people be, like, extra negative and abusive to people. You know, what a bitch for her for doing that. I'm like, are you listening to yourself? Dear God. Like, they will find any reason. Like, I guess there's a big kerfuffle now that, like, one of her people that she hired to animate has drawn some questionable fan art with extra questionable themes. And I'm trying to explain to these fucking Zoomers that under no circumstance should, like, your kinks and your private, like, your social media behavior that's anything outside of representing the company, that's none of their fucking business. Your employer should not be digging through that shit. Your employer should not be deciding to hire you or not based on your personal social media. And the fact that you think this is acceptable is really worrying me. I'm deeply concerned about Zoomers entering the workforce who don't know that it's not normal for their fucking employer to be digging through their Facebook and their Twitter. That is not them representing the company. That is very unacceptable. It's terrifying. They have, and I said this years ago, because you have all these kids growing up with, like, their parents putting their baby pictures and their first steps on fucking Facebook. They have no sense of privacy on the internet at all. You know, it's a little scary, because that's normal to them. They don't know anything about life before the internet, or life even the way the internet used to be. Like kids have no idea about, like, the internet before, like, 2009, you know? And this is just normal. Yeah, so they're just finding any reason to shit on Vivzy Pop, and it's like, you know, she's kind of at the forefront of, like, indie animation and proving that it can be done. Like, and you're just finding, like, any little reason to bitch at her because, oh my god, she's a human being and not always perfect. And meanwhile, you got, like, fucking male YouTubers, like, literally grooming children, and people are like, oh, well, let's hear him out. Let's give him a chance. You know, well, he said he was sorry. Well, he was just a 35-year-old lad who didn't know what he was doing, and that 16-year-old girl totally seduced him. Yes, I'm talking about Yandere Dev, who, when he releases his video on all of his controversies, I am definitely reacting to that. And hopefully I'll have my fucking voice back by then. Seriously, it's been like 3 weeks. I've had this froggy fucking voice. But it's like, God, if you heard last week's stream, though, it's way better than it was. So, hopefully, like I said, I might actually, like, unironically do, like, some gargling and some saltwater, like, treatment and, like, some voice exercises, because this is getting a little ridiculous. It's mostly my chest that's keeping me from being able to talk normally. So, still got a little bit of, like, just liquid in there. But yeah, I'm always like, that's one of the reasons I left, like, another Steven Universe feud. I got invited to a different Steven Universe Discord by somebody I like. And it was just full of the same kind of clicky Zoomers who are always cry-bullying each other. And, you know, always being, like, really catty while pretending they're being, like, forward-thinking. Which I hate. But I tolerated it for a little bit. And then they all started with the Vivzy Pop bitching. And I, like, tried to give my 2 cents, and they all dogpiled me. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm leaving. Herbalace responded? Oh, hang on. Everybody, hold the presses. Hold the presses. Maybe I'm not stopping the stream yet. Hold the fucking press. Did he upload a video? Oh my god. Let's see. No, shut up, dude. No, there's nothing new. Where has he responded? Somebody tell me. I need to find this. Is it on Twitter? I paused the music because I thought it was going to be an apology video, and I was so excited. Oh, is it? Oh, he responded in his Discord? Well, that's boring. Well, yeah, I heard he locked down his entire fucking Discord, and I don't really blame him. Because he was probably gonna have, like, random people coming and trolling him because, dude, I mean, it's just like Nuxanor said, you are never gonna live this down, man. Yeah, I don't know why the YouTube chat is so slow coming on the screen, guys. I went and checked Stream Elements, and it's not on a delay, so I think it's just YouTube then, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, Skrill's talking about, like, the first Vivzy Pop drama I really saw was a bunch of, like, former animators, like, trying to cancel her. And one of them was literally saying, like, well, I never got my work in on time, but, you know, when we were all in lockdown for COVID, it was really stressful, and I have chronic pain. And Vivzy Pop should have been, like, communicating with me directly instead of delegating a supervisor. You know, can you believe she did that? I'm like, you mean like a normal thing somebody running 2 fucking shows at the same time would do? Delegate to someone else? So basically this person was mad that Vivzy Pop didn't, like, pat their ass directly because, oh, my chronic pain, I can't get my work done on time, but I won't communicate and tell people I'm not getting it done on time, and I'll just be late. Which is, like, yeah, so, not even that they overwork themselves, just like they're making excuses for not getting their work in on time. And I'm like, this person sounds insufferable. This person sounds like a pain to work with, and they're trying to cancel somebody else with 0 self-awareness. I couldn't believe it. He's ignoring the negativity? Dude, I'm sorry, man, but you are always gonna be the 50K Has-Been Hotel Charlie music video guy. You're never gonna get away from that, dude. It ain't happening. He makes a response video, that would be really funny, though. Memento Mori with Ethan. You mean Unus Anus? Or something happened between Ethan Klein and Markiplier? What are we talking about here? That's when I hear Ethan, I think Ethan Klein. Yeah, you're talking about Unus Anus, or Unus. I never saw it at the time, unfortunately. I do want to watch Iron Lung though. That's the movie Marky Moo was out of the FNAF movie for. Just look up the who, Ethan Klein or Yandere. Oh no, Verbal Ace probably you're still talking about. Again, I never heard of Verbal Ace before this, so he's always just gonna be the Charlie guy to me. I don't, he was apparently a really famous YouTuber, has been on the platform for like 15 fucking years, and somehow he was just completely out of my orbit. I don't think there was drama. They made a funny reference to Lackadaisy and Has-Been, but a lot of those people know each other. The indie animation scene is very small. Like, Gooseworks and Vivzy Pop are friends, and the haters keep trying to pit Digital Circus against Has-Been Hotel. Like, they fucking know each other. You stupid. Like, voice acting, like anime and game voice acting and indie animation are 2 very, very small ecosystems. Most of those people know each other. You know? Yeah. Memento Mori basically means, like, be aware you will die, basically. It's like, remember that life is finite, basically, that means. No, I think it means remember death, literally, in Latin. I'm not a very good Latin speaker. I've never studied it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it means. So, that's what Unus Annus was all about. Basically, the whole thing was meant to be ephemeral. And they uploaded the videos, and then once they were done, they erased them all. That was the whole point of the project, which is pretty fucking cool. I mean, Markiplier, as an artist, is a pretty cool dude. Like, when he branches out to stuff like that, he never misses. I like him being a funny, screamy boy, though. I've watched his FNAF playthroughs, like, several times. I love Marky Moo. Anyway, I said I was gonna end the fucking stream, like, 5 minutes ago. So, I'll leave you all on that, then. I got some inking done. We had fun. Made fun of some things. I will hopefully be able to keep up with both chats going forward. We'll see. I'm glad I can at least have YouTube equally on the screen now. So that's good. And I'll see you guys next week then. Talk to you later.